Thank you for your pledge on Patreon. G Blacks 718.
Hey, yo, Flip.
Yo.
I'm going to put you on some fire, man. They got this new beard wash company. They got the lotion and the everything.
What's their name?
They got a recovery room.
What's the name?
Maestro's Classic.
G-Money's up front.
I'll put you on.
I've been with you on the Maestro's, sure? Man. You forgot where I brought you? You forgot where I brought you up there?
Oh, man.
You forgot about Ghost?
All right. What's his name?
Ghost, you know again?
He cool, man. Ghost is cool, man.
Yo, make sure you get your Maestro's Classic beard care products today at Target, CVS, or go on maestrosclassic.com and use the promo code QueensFlip to get 10% off.
10%, that's it? I thought it was free if you put your...
Are you crazy?
All right, I got it.
Make sure you go there today. Log on maestroswithas.com. I'm from Queens. G-Money!
Yo.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
You brought some crazy guests here, and I'm not even really in the mood for his shenanigans, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's you doing, G?
My fault. Just getting ready. You know what I'm saying? You good? How you feeling?
Why you got a scarf on, bro? Tell me you got sponsored with scarves now, bro. Don't tell me you got a scarf sponsor, bro. You know, this is my problem.
He getting ready for the weather.
Hold on. Please don't talk. We ain't introduce y'all yet. Y'all watch the show. Y'all not supposed to talk until we introduce y'all. This is my problem with G-Money.
Talk to me.
Y'all out here making money. You're looking good. You coming here with your sponsor. Yeah, chill out, man. Go ahead, man. Who your sponsor today, man?
Nah, actually, it's not a scarf sponsor. It's a little cold outside, but shout out to We All In clothing line. You know what I'm saying? They sponsor today. Well, they sponsored me today for the show because you told me to correct it. Yeah, you told me don't say they sponsored this show because you're not part of the sponsor. So I'm gonna cut the. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Nah, you're all right. Shout out to We All In, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little situation.
What's the Instagram?
At We All In.
Yeah, exactly.
And We All In. Bum ass Chris. Y'all know what time it is. If you're from Queens, you know what it is, man.
Yo, Chris, where my clothes at, Chris? Why I ain't get a shirt to wear tonight?
Yo, we did not introduce y'all. You're not allowed to talk if y'all watch the show. You was not introduced.
Introduce yourself.
No. I ain't.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, I don't give a let him fill away. We introduce y'all.
We gonna have fun today, man.
I see you got another sponsor.
Oh, how could I forget, man? Let me take this off now. The
main sponsor that been sponsored us for a couple of years.
Nah, it's supposed to good. I'm leaving it on. Yeah, shout to one of our big sponsors.
Yes.
I can say that now with this one. Yeah. Shout out to our sponsor, Maestro's, man. Beer Classic, beer butter. They give me a nice package today, man. This is crazy. You got the beer wash joint. You got a lot of. Maestros came through today, man. Look, I'm gonna share some with the guests too, man. This a little giveaway joints right here. We got this one, you know what I mean?
Yo,
beer wash.
Yo, why you? Yo, listen. You speaking of ghosts behind my back, bro?
Spirited blend. You know, I'm gonna just show the people. Shout out to Maestros one time. You said who Ghost? That's my man. He cool, man. Shout out to Ghost. You know, he gave me a nice little. It's a nice package here, man. A lot of stuff going on over here. Shout out to Maestros one time, man. You see Maestro's got the beard butter is here, you know, the beard wash, the whole package. I got a whole bag full. I mean, just the sponsors are going crazy. I don't know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. This is my thing. My thing is this. Share the wealth. What would Muhammad Ali do if he was alive?
What would Jesus do?
Yo, listen, but
yes.
I'm excited about our next guest.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into all that, man, how you feeling? How's your week so far? How's everything?
I'm all right, man. I'm fresh off a Pop's birthday party. Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
Happy birthday to Pops one time. He had a nice birthday situation at Rochdale Grand Ballroom.
That was packed. I was hating, bro.
I mean,
who was the guy that was there?
Jeff Fred. Shout out to Jeff Fred.
What's the song again?
We called and told me. You know, perform live. You know,
that was fire.
I did invite you though. I mean,
No, you gotta stop doing that, bro. Because people always they use your words against me. You be acting funny to G. I don't act funny to you, bro. I don't act funny. Anywhere you need me, I'm there.
Nah,
bro.
you my man's. But
you threatened me before at one of your at your viewing. I didn't talk about that. I'm going to talk about that one day, and I'm going to elaborate on how you threatened me.
I did. I have reasons behind that. We talk about it whenever you're ready, man. I'm ready. How you feeling? Are you all right?
I feel good.
Feel good.
130 shows.
Would you look at that?
130th episode today. But let's get into it because this guy, man, he didn't come in with little glasses and smoothness, smooth voice, something like this, all this type of smooth talk. He got his man head looking crazy, ready to fight. All type of stuff. But until then, G Money.
Yo.
Episode 130.
Yeah, we made it.
We got a special guest. You want to introduce the guest again today, or you?
You can introduce the guest,
G,
man.
come on, G, man.
I introduce the guest.
G, nah. What we doing, G?
I can introduce the guest if you want to.
You sure?
I'm good.
Huh?
I'm good. I'm sure.
Cause you said Steffens. I think it's Stevens. What we doing?
Stephen.
Ah,
Oh yeah, I was paying attention.
Yeah.
We got Queens representative. You know what I'm saying? You might know him from the movie series. You want to call it?
Yeah, movie series,
films.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Vibes Lounge, the popular Vibe Lounge in Queens. We got the homie Luc Stephen in the building one time, y'all.
Round of applause. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
You introduced your comrade that you wanted to get off the couch 5 times.
Yo, he's still there,
He's
yo.
still
He's
there.
still here, yo.
He ain't going
Yo, whose man's is that?
Your man. He sat there.
That's my man's.
Listen, man, don't be trying to kick me out, man.
I'm not trying to kick out this.
You ain't gonna say his name?
Queens Bully. I'm Juice, man. King
this is-
Juice from King Juice
You
Entertainment.
see, this is why you can't bring a young boy into your shit because they tried to take over.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
He got me tight this out with that too.
Yeah,
I got
listen,
that.
this my nephew Juice.
Shout out to Juice.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate him.
Juice, what part of Queens you from, bro?
Jamaica, man, from the
South side.
Okay.
Salute to Juice. Shout out to Juice, man.
What do you do, Juice?
Hold up, man. Is this the Juice interview or Luke
Nah, we
interview?
just want to
Nah,
ask.
we just-
Listen, I'm just fucking with y'all, man.
Basically, I'm into entertainment all the way. You know, we want to do it all right now, so you know, Unc's been keeping me good and got me working.
He's a street nigga.
Big facts, big facts.
You're not doing no
facts.
stitching here. He's trying to butter. I ain't doing no
Know what I'm
stitching
saying?
here.
Entertainment.
What's the name of the butter? Cracker Barrel? What's the butter bread?
Listen,
He trying to just slide through. Nah, I didn't
got
look
it
up
all.
down. Yeah.
Entertainment.
We got it all.
Respect.
Hey,
Salute.
We got it all, though. We do it all.
He asked for it.
Yeah,
You
my
on the
man
couch,
Juice.
nigga.
I'm supposed to Juice. I like Juice, man. He came in cool. He sat in his uncle interview when we asked him to move 4 times. We have the chair over there, dude. We showed him that there's a chair. You want me to move? He
He
asked.
said, nah.
He's like, nah, man. I ain't drive this nigga down here for nothing. I'm in this motherfucking couch.
So we here, man. You know, shout out to you for coming to our platform. My man Luke is here. How you feeling?
I feel good.
You know, appreciate you coming out. So you know, let's talk about Luke, man. Let's talk about you. You know, most people know you from Queens, but you before Queens, you were somewhere else.
Yes, I was born in Haiti.
Okay.
Came to Boston.
Sakafet, man.
Bien. Came to Boston and moved to New York and went to Andrew Jackson. Met this guy named Monkey and Rat, and they turned my life all the way around.
Nah, that's good.
Hey.
That's my pops, my uncle. For those y'all
Yes.
who don't know, that's my pops.
Really?
Yes.
I know that. I know that. Pops uncle.
I mean, for those who you know.
I know. I'm just saying. Pardon me.
Go ahead, no problem.
So Uncle Monkey been trying to come up here, and you got him changing people's lives. You've been hating on my uncle, man. He called me privately
He
4 times.
actually mentioned to me last night. He's like, "Yo, man, when you ready for a real interview, let me know." I'll tell you some real stories, man. You got Lance Todd up there. You know what I'm saying? You want a real interview about Southside Queens? I'll come up there, man.
He do that.
I know, he doing the head move.
Yeah, he called me on the phone. I said, "What?" So yeah, good.
So yeah, let's backtrack. So you Haitian? You came from Haiti.
Yes.
What made you guys? Well, your parents moved to Boston.
My father was a senator. So back then they had someone called Baby Doc Duvalier, and he was against Baby Doc Duvalier. And when you was against Baby Doc Duvalier, he got you killed. So after several attempts, we was out of there. My mother didn't want him to come near us because I guess she was fearful for the family life. So I really didn't grow up with any father. So that's what made me, I guess, seek different father figures that I had over the years, which were in the streets, so to speak.
I have a question real quick. When you remember them attempting
My father?
trying to kill your father?
No. I came in when I was 2.
Okay, but you heard the stories?
I heard the stories, and I just met sisters and brothers from my father's side that told me more stories. Like I was at my sister's restaurant in South Orange, New Jersey, and I met another brother, and he was just saying, "Yo, you know, if it wasn't for your mother, our father would have got killed." So I'm like, you know, he elaborated on the story, told me about the story, so that was just something new. So it's like I'm getting new information because at first it was like damn dude, you in Rosedale and you only came to check me once. But I didn't know the circumstances. I didn't know it was my mother like not letting him come to see me.
Did that make you mad at your mom at all?
I think it doesn't make me mad. I mean, when I was coming up, I guess I got kind of immune because there was no father in the family. It's a bunch of girls. So it's like once I came to New York, it was like I was getting 90s in ninth grade. And only ones that was getting, in ninth grade, you trying to get some pussy, you trying to get some girls. The only ones that's getting all the pussy is the niggas cutting class in the lunchroom. That's what I started doing. You know what I'm saying? Besides your father and your uncle.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Man, your father and uncle, we was on the roofs, kid.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a minute. We trying to take the slow route. We want to
take the slow route.
The history of Luc Stephen. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
At 2 years old, you came to
Boston.
Came to Boston. How long you in Boston for?
Till ninth grade.
So, you was in Boston to ninth grade.
In Boston, they started doing the desegregation, which was busing, and they used to throw rocks at the bus. They used to have to bring the bus to the back of the school to bring the students out because you had the people from South Boston, like 2, 4, 6, 8, kill a fucking nigga apes, throwing rocks at the buses.
Really?
So it was like, we out of here. Came to New York. Came to New York. I was a ball player, 90 student. You know what I'm saying? Granby loved me. Then Granby used to say, hey, that was a basketball coach at Jackson. He was like, listen, you're a little shrimp. I get you in school, but you ain't turning pro. Not turning pro. That's my dream. Like, I can't turn pro. Like, okay. And I just started getting into other things.
Okay, so you came from Boston, ninth grade. The whole family, you and moms?
No, just me and my mother. My sister was already here. Sisters was older. I was the baby.
Okay.
I was the baby. Mother was very strict, Haitian mother, stand in the corner.
Right.
Don't mess with that American girl. She just want to get you pregnant and get on welfare. Don't fuck with her. Don't do this. One day she told me stay on the corner, and I left out the crib and didn't come back.
Wait, hold on. Explain that again. What age was this?
Okay, this is like ninth, going in 10th grade.
So like 13, 14?
Like 14, 15.
Something like that.
And like, yo, niggas stand on the corner. I ain't standing in the corner. I left out. Came back maybe months after I could take care of the situation or bring us some money. I just didn't come back home. I didn't want to live under those rules. So if you can't live under your parents' rules, then you have to leave. You can't stay in the house and disregard their rules. So her rules was very strict. And again, I'm young. I'm getting some pussy now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I was just open. I was open on the New York thing.
Where did you go and stay?
I stayed at a friend's house by Lincoln Park named AJ. And Whack, God bless the dead. Taught me how to sneak thief. You know what I'm saying? Called creeping. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but that was the start of my criminal career.
So she didn't like try to come find you or put out a whole like, call the cops and say missing kid or anything like that.
If she did, I don't know.
So you just ghost on her?
I was ghost. Until I had my first daughter, that's when I saw my mother again, and then we started talking. They came to the hospital.
So how was she? When you went ghost, you wasn't in contact with Mama Love?
No.
Because there was no cell phones back then.
No cell phones, and it's like an entirely different lifestyle. So in other words, I took up a whole different thing, and since I wasn't in tune with my family, that's like I accepted other people's family as my family. Like the Nichols, like Cat and his mother, or AJ or Whack. Like I stayed at their house. Like these people became my family because this is who I was staying with. This is who I was eating with. This is who was keeping me fed. This is just like, these are the people that was teaching me about being a man.
Interesting. So now let's go. So you out the house, getting pussy as you say, and you stay with AJ. When do you and what he teach you how to steal, basically?
Steal, taught me how to sell drugs. Basically taught me how to steal money, sell drugs.
You mentioned creep. Can you describe what creep means?
All right. When I was younger, I was like real small. So they had this thing, and we would go come to the city and say if a bar was open, right? You sneak into the store, sneak behind the counter, they usually have a bag of money, or you go into their offices, safe might be still open because they doing the morning for, proceeds. I don't know if they had night deposits back then, because this is like 81, 80, you know what I'm saying? So people would just sneak in the store, sneak in the offices, or sneak in the locker rooms, rob everyone, and then you out. A lot of people from the projects was doing that.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Garcia, Little Prince. That's what they was famous for back then.
And this is over there by Lincoln Park.
Well, I started in Lincoln, but it's back and forth from the projects because I lived at a godmother's house who lived in the projects on 108 in God Brewer.
To my 40?
Yes. Oh. So the projects was part of my dismiss, hanging with his uncles and them. But his uncles and them wasn't bad. His uncle and them was cool because they went to school, but then hanging out with them is just like, I guess I wanted more.
At what age did you meet Fat Cat?
Probably 15, when he came home, 15, 16, because I used to deal with his niece, Pumpkin.
So you was 15, 16. How much older was he?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
But he was
older. Yeah, he was older.
And you met him. So you doing age?
So basically, how I met him is when we used to go creeping. I had a mint of $100 bills. So to cut in, I would always ask him for change, damn near every day. He's like, who the fuck is this young nigga? Always got these $100 bills asking me for change. And that's how we started kind of rocking.
And you was dealing with his niece, Pumpkin.
I was dealing with his niece, but then I was working for his man, Henry. Henry started getting high. You understand what I'm saying? So basically when he's getting high, he's not on his job. I'm looking for Henry. Henry ain't ringing me up. Like, yo. So he started seeing me himself. So it was me and this kid named Nut back then when we was on the block. We just hustle all day, like block kids, running up and down the block on 150th Street.
Let's back the truck up real quick. Beep 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 beep
beep beep. Drag the truck up.
Back the truck up. Moonwalk a little. Michael's in the building. How did you meet Henry? You didn't say you was working with anybody. You said that you was creeping.
Okay. Well, Henry was, someone you seen in the park. They was going to 150th Street. So 150th Street at that time was making, like, back then Queens was like, in certain places you could buy drugs. 150th Street, 40 Projects, Farmers Boulevard, Rockaway Boulevard, Lincoln Park. Other than that, you can't get any drugs. Lincoln Park, little drug trade. 150th Street, millions of dollars coming through there every day.
Is that little
basis.
Block on Jamaica
Yes.
Avenue with
No,
the one
not
basketball
Jamaica
hoop?
Avenue. It's South
Road
Road
with the
South
basketball
Road
hoop
and
at the end of the
107.
block?
I don't know if
That
it's,
little
it might have
skinny
changed
block,
it.
man.
You think about the back block. You think about like the back block. I think that's like 107 or something like that.
You said
No, it wasn't 107.
107.
It's 150 between 107. It is 107 and South Road. That was the block.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. It's a block where the basketball hoop is.
Why are you talking to this guy for? This is my interview.
Tell him where the
I'm
block
just
is
fucking
at.
with him, yo.
Nah, over there. You know where that pizzeria is? Where it cut that little cut block. You talking about
What
over there?
pizzeria?
What pizzeria? 107? 107 in Sufton? You know that little side block? You know how you going down Sufton and there's a side block, a little cut block?
When you go down Sufton, it splits.
Tell me
150th
sure.
Street, Sufton. So when
Yeah,
you go to
right there.
150th Street, that whole 2-block area was
Got it.
the block.
Got it.
That's 150th Street.
I envisioned it. Go ahead.
Okay.
So continue. I'm sorry. I just was.
Okay, so
He
you asked me
lost.
about Henry. No, I ain't lost.
Yeah,
I mean,
just making sure. So get on your job.
nigga, it's my life. I can't be lost. I know how I lived. Let's go now.
Let's go.
Juice, don't go. I mean, Juice, watch him. Go ahead. Nah, but that's how I started getting with him,
Got you.
and started hustling and selling drugs.
And then Henry, you said Henry was doped out.
I said Henry was getting high. You said Henry was doped out.
Very good. That's a good comeback. But what was he getting high off of?
Oh, now that you asked me that question, I believe it was heroin dope. Yes, you're absolutely right. You heard this story before.
So Henry, you're working for. So what Henry had you doing?
Hand to hand on the block. So basically, back then, Cat would get the drugs, hit Henry. Henry hits everyone else. Henry starts going on his mission, so now Luke starts seeing everyone else. And that's how I got to move up in the position. And again, you got to remember, I'm a 90 student, so it's like when he's giving me these drugs, I'm thinking about ways of not being on the block going hand in hand. Let me see, back then might have been 400 for a gram of dope that you could put an 80 on. So I might have been putting my shit on 25, had some workers. Now I'm starting to give people because I have a brand now. You know, just like you're branding in social media, I have a brand. They had a dope called Pink Shade that used to be a killer. They made a killing. They gave me that stamp. I made it work.
Now, what makes someone trust you in that kind of game? You know what I mean? Like, they know you for creeping, they know you for doing stuff like that. But
They don't know me for creeping.
Oh, they know you for creeping. Okay, they know you from bringing the $100 bills to get the change.
They know that he's about the money, but it's just like you have to understand. It's like 3.5 grams that you're putting an 80 on. You had like damn near what an 8. You put an 80 on a gram. That's 80 grams. You got 3.5. You got damn near a quarter key that you're bagging up a scramble. So the thing is, that's why I used to put on the 25, because they taught me how to do a quick flip, a quick turnover. Like, don't try to get all the props in one package. Just try to flip the package. Brilliant idea, because it gets him his money faster, because you're turning it faster, because your shit is better than everybody else's.
Hold up. Slow down.
Slow down. I mean, we going at a snail's pace as it is.
Slow down.
Yo, that nigga closed the laptop on me.
Apparently, you are aware, or you think that people know exactly what you're talking about. So the people
I have to.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the people like you put it on 25.
Okay, so all right.
Break it down in layman's terms.
Layman's term, right?
There we go.
Like you're the genius that you are, Mr. Flip, right? So, back in those times, the heroin was so good. Like, it wasn't this $40 and $50 a gram. You were paying maybe $180,000 for a kilo. That dope used to take an 80. So this is like, we talking about, like, okay, you seen Godfather Harlem, right? So Godfather Harlem is back, that's the 70s. This is the 80s. It's still the same thing with the dope. So they was getting dope that could take an 80. Then I was told, just put it on a 25.
What does that mean?
Cut it 25 to 1 instead of 80 to 1.
Got you.
So 25 to 1. So if he says, here's a 8 ball, which is 3.5 grams. I think back then it might have been $12.50. $12.50. Here, you owe me $12.50. I'm putting it 25 grams times 3.5, which adds up to how much, Genius?
You had the 90s in school.
Huh?
You had 90s in school. You tell us, man.
No, I still would have to add. Look, he adding it up. That's 70. Listen, that's 25. So from 3.5 grams, I end up with 75 plus grams.
Let me ask you a question. So we talking about when you break it down before you add the solution or stuff like that.
No, that's the solution is the cut, which is bonita and quinine.
Got it. So the cut would be like how much of the heroin you would leave inside before, like.
If I take a gram, I'm going to put 25 grams of cut to that gram.
Gotcha.
Take it, get my spoons, which is where the nickname came from, spoon. Bag it up quickly, quarters and dimes, and take it on the block and sell it.
So instead of putting 80, you put 25.
I put 25 so it'd be a much better product.
Jeez.
Which means that they're going to come running, which they did. So matter of
Just for
fact,
the
at that
record,
time that we
I
was
don't know
getting
what the hell he was talking about.
you don't know?
I don't know what he was talking about.
I mean, I said yeah, but I didn't.
I just learned.
Okay,
like,
so did you get it or you know?
I get it more. I get it more now. I'm understanding it more.
What about you? You out
I-
the loop?
I don't get anything, but I respect what you're saying. I just don't want to confirm or deny.
This
whether
sounds
I
like
know.
you had to really do some kind of study and know like to be a dope man back in the days, bro.
Wasn't no studying. It was just what it
Mathematics
is
and-
that it got kind of simple now.
Yeah.
Because basically what happened is the drug lords just got greedy and said, yo, instead of giving them all this good shit, we're going to cut it up. We're going to lower the prices because the thing about people is that they don't want to pay a high price for good quality. They rather pay a low price for quantity.
Amen.
So that's what they started doing.
And he made it more potent. He made it. You kept it
I kept it good.
close to raw.
I went 25 is not close to raw.
What's close to raw? With 5?
No, close to raw is raw. After you put the cut on it, ain't raw no more.
That's what I'm saying. But what can be? So even if you put cut on it won't be close to. You can't put a little bit cut and make it. It's just.
No, I started with scramble. Now you had some people like on Rockaway Boulevard that was selling raw.
That's what I. Okay, I remember that. I heard that.
You know, so you had a lot of dope raw sniffers that basically was Lincoln Park, Rockaway. 150th Street, they were shooters. That's why the cut, like they couldn't shoot that
Raw.
dope like it was back then. They can shoot it now, cause shit is garbage. But back then, they couldn't shoot no raw dope. You had to put that cut on it.
So, you're looking for Henry.
No, I'm not looking for Henry.
You said at one point you was looking for him. You can find him.
Oh well, when I was hustling on the block, yeah, he used to disappear at times.
Yes. And then now you and Fat Cat become cool.
Yeah.
Because you was taking down his niece. Yes.
No, not because I was taking down his niece, because I was taking care of the business. The niece was not, he loved his niece, but she was kind of like,
Careful.
not the
Careful.
favorite niece. She was his favorite niece.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something.
But she had her ways.
You know his niece?
No, I'm just
No.
saying careful because you're talking about Fat Cat niece. I don't want him to say nothing crazy. Then like what
Oh
I'm
no! Listen, everybody knows how me and her was. Like she still may hit me up. I don't answer. You know what I'm saying? But we had some little adventures when we was younger.
Yeah, we can't. So let's go. So, all right. So you're taking care of business. Now, how is the relationship become? How does the relationship become strong?
The relationship becomes strong is because I'm making the money. Like your sponsor, do you make the money? Your relationship is strong, right? You get them views, you made the money, right?
I hear you. Yeah, keep going.
If you wasn't making them views, your relationship wouldn't be strong.
Facts.
Because it'd be like, fuck this nigga, man. He ain't making us no money. He ain't sponsoring that shit. We ain't getting no business from him.
Yeah.
So that's how you get tighter. You make the person money. See, nowadays people like put me on. Like bring someone a business situation, whether it's whoever's in pocket. Bring them a situation that they can make money. And if they make money, trust me, you'll be on.
Let's talk about the type of person Fat Cat was before we do. Tell us about him at that time.
At that time, first starting, his history was he was the warlord of the Seven Crowns. You know, with your Lance and Todd and Tony, he was the warlord, like 12, 13. He's a rumbler, which is why I laughed at that statement that your man with the baby paw, whatever, like he got slapped and they took his jewelry and he didn't do nothing. So it's like, hold up, this is a brawler. Him and Pat was brawlers since they're 13. Here's a nigga that if he wants to touch you, he could touch you. So you slapped him and took his jewelry and he didn't fight you back and he ain't put no money on your head? Doesn't sound right. So that was my first look at your show because someone posted a picture of me, Cat, Jug, and someone else, and they kept saying, Baby Paw don't like Fat Cat. So I'm like, yo, who's Baby Paw? They're like, yo, he was on Queen's Flip. Like, okay, what episode? They sent me the episode. I gave them my spill on it. They was like, thanks, OG, that makes sense, good looking out. I said, but that dude is a character and he is funny. Even though he's lying, but he was funny.
I'm not involved in anybody's opinions about others.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not involved.
What, you don't think he was funny?
Yeah, I think he's.
Okay, you don't know if he was a liar. Well, the reason that I didn't know about the cat situation because I'm not there, so I can't speak on that. Mm-hmm. But he did say that Tut was in jail for shooting Pac, which Tut is not in jail for shooting Pac, which let me know that if you lied about that and you said that was your man, because me and Tut is cool, that's my man. But I know that what you're in jail for is not for shooting Tupac. You're not serving life for shooting Tupac. That's not what you're in jail for. You're in jail for some other bullshit.
Baby Paul's cool, man.
That's my man. I like Baby Paul.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he said he was there. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny.
Listen, I said I can't confirm or deny. It just doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, I understand.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right to me when.
I think the guy, like the guy Spady, he did reach out. His nephews reached out. Shout out to them, and they didn't confirm that story to me. So they didn't say that, you know. And then somebody brother passed away, and OG Nuke was at the funeral, and Spady was there, and they didn't confirm. He couldn't confirm that story.
Okay.
As far as, and just being honest, as far as Fat Cat getting slapped, Nuke told me that wasn't true. That the guy that allegedly did it said it wasn't true. This is what Nuke told me. Because Brother Allah, his brother had passed away, and they were there together. So he said, yeah. So
well, people do a lot of talking, as we both know.
I don't.
You don't know that people do a lot of talking?
They do it. I mean, I like.
You said you don't know.
I like C. Franklin.
Make up your mind. Is it? Do people do a lot of talking or they don't?
First of all, don't double down on me.
I'm not double down you.
Don't double down on me. I like C.
double down
Franklin.
mean?
Double down means you piling up on me.
Oh, so go slowly.
Yeah.
One at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I like C. Franklin. Let's keep it like that. I said, you know, people do a lot of talking, but I can't. Like I said, his story is compelling, and when we was listening to him, I couldn't tell if he was lying or telling the truth.
Oh, listen.
I felt that he was there. Period.
Bro, I don't know if he's lying or telling the truth. I just said it just didn't sound psychologically correct.
But let me check you real quick because
check me.
Yeah.
Damn. Go ahead. I like that.
Didn't Preem call you?
Preem called me when?
With the Bimmy interview, did he call you?
Yes.
Okay, so hold on. Let me put this down.
Put that down. Bam.
So basically, you can get, you know, because Webb called me. Webb is my older cousin. If Webb called me from jail.
Preem got in touch with Webb, and they got in touch with you guys?
Webb got in touch. Preem called you. I think he also
I called G.
And you called G, and Preem also spoke to Nitty.
Okay.
And Nitty was speaking to Bimmy.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I brought that up is because don't sit here and act like you can't have access to the people incarcerated to call you.
Who?
You try to play
hold up. Where did that come from? Hold on. Listen. Hold up.
Don't touch
Let me put my laptop down. Hold up a minute. Where did that come from?
I can tell you why. Because the way you're saying it, you're speaking like...
Tell me.
I am. You're speaking like Fat Cat can't reach out to you.
He could.
Of course he can.
All of them can.
You're speaking about like, I don't know, I wasn't there neither.
No. What I'm saying to you... No. Listen. I never heard that rumor until your show.
I'm talking about after the show. People had an issue with it.
Bro, I didn't hear nothing until, what's that, McCopolis? Till McCopolis posted that picture of me. That's the first time I heard. When people was making the comments talking about Baby Paul, that's what made me go and look. I knew y'all was doing the podcast, but I never looked. That's what made me look.
You have two ears for a reason. I'll tell you why, because you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm telling you, OG.
2 ears for a reason.
Yeah, I gotta tell you that.
Yo.
You can look at it what you want to. That's not insult. Okay. I'm telling you this, OG, and I respect you. I'm telling you that people call. I heard that people called you. What I'm saying
You heard. Hold up. But do you know?
I know for a fact that.
Oh, shit.
I know for a fact.
Hold up, you know for a fact?
My man ain't gonna lie. My man right here ain't gonna lie.
What he said?
My man, no matter what he said. Preem called you. Preem called you. The thing
Preem
is,
called me yesterday, matter of fact.
The thing
He said, you going on that show? Nah, he didn't say that.
Nah,
we talked about, what you call the son?
P2.
We talked about P2.
Yeah, I love P2, but he's crazy.
P2's crazy.
The thing is, what I'm trying to tell you is that, but the reason why I brought that up is because when that rumor, or when Baby Paul said that, I'm pretty sure when people were writing you, I'm pretty sure that you could have found out if that was true if you wanted to, because you have the means. That's what I'm saying. But you're acting like you don't have the means. You're acting like a civilian when you have the means.
Is that what you get from? Is that what you got?
You like a
No, sweet.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Okay. Do you see what he's saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
see
asking-
you trying to shoot.
What happened?
He's trying to shoot.
Fact, you
What
like
you said?
He
you
trying
like
to shoot.
Kane
He
Dash,
trying to
the
shoot?
fake Dave
Trying to
Dash,
shoot.
Fame Dash. Hello, Fame. Fake Dave Dash. Get out of here, man.
So damn,
This guy's
this is not the first time I heard I look like Dame. But anyway, Mr. Commodore calls me Dame's father.
Oh,
That's
my
Dame's
God.
father right there. I'll say, listen, okay, I speak to them guys, right? Again, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make it seem like I can't speak to them. Okay, now let's go. Cat, yo, nigga slapped the shit out you? If a nigga slapped the shit out of him, is he telling me that a nigga slapped the shit out of him? Are you gonna tell someone, yo, I was in the show, Juice smacked the shit out of me? You're not telling no one that you got smacked. Who does that?
I think if you're a real nigga, you would. He told people that his jaw got broken.
Who broke your jaw?
It did. It happened.
It doesn't matter, bro.
Yo,
My jaw got broken in Lincoln Park. I interviewed a guy up here, but that's not the point.
I'm asking a question,
We're
yo.
moving away. Yes. I got my jaw broken. I got my jaw broken in Lincoln Park, but I interviewed the guy up here.
You interviewed the guy that broke your jaw?
Yeah, but my jaw.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
I gotta shake your hand, man.
Yeah, I mean, he snuck me, but it's all good, you know.
So did he sneak you after the interview or before?
Well, no,
That's like my
this
jaw
was
broke.
years
Yeah,
ago.
got
Years
snuck.
ago.
Yeah.
So he got snuffed a few years ago.
snucked.
Hold on, what they said? Okay, they stole on you.
Snuck and stole is different. Two different things.
Really?
I thought stole is you're aware and you got popped on.
No.
You can be popped on. Sneaking is from behind.
It's all the same.
Think so?
Stole? Like, listen, if I hit him
stole
right
on.
now, I stole on him. He don't know it's coming.
No, you snuck them. You snuck them.
Help me.
I think it's kind of the same.
Thank you, sir.
It could be.
And it depends on how the matter is. If you know
Substitution.
you know you beefing with the person, like, and he talking shit, and then he stalls on you. That means you knew that he was
Exactly.
getting ready to snuff you. But
If your back is
Hold
turned
up.
and somebody hits you,
Okay,
that's a sneak.
stop now. Because you're going against me.
Sneak
Go
stall.
ahead.
It's a sneak stall.
But what I'm saying
sneak
is that.
stall.
So
That's
you're saying,
there you go.
So you saying that Fat Cat couldn't tell you or wouldn't tell you on the phone if you got
I
slapped?
don't know. I mean, I never asked the question.
Oh, got it.
You understand what I'm saying? My thing is, when I realized that the show that the guy had no merit is when he made the statement about, before I even got there, when he made the statement about Tut, and Tut is my man. Tut is my man, and he's doing life for shooting Tupac right now. I was like, okay, Tut is not his man because he's not doing life for shooting Tupac.
And you know that for a fact.
Who? Yeah, I know that for a fact. But that's his case. But he's not in jail for shooting Tupac. Like, there's no one, well, I think there is someone that's in jail for shooting Tupac. I'm not sure. I think they're upstate, but he's not in jail for shooting Tupac.
I'm going to ask you a question. Would you be able to be honest with us as far as what Preem called you about?
Last night?
No.
When?
Initially, when we had the show up.
Initially, it was a problem because I think Bimby was talking about different people that got shot. And that wasn't too cool of him to say. Whatever else you say, you understand? It was like I'll say some things. I'm not talking about no one killing no one shooting no one, whether it's a statute of limitations or not a statute of limitations. You understand what I'm saying?
Respect.
That now, if the person is in jail, got the case for it, I can say, hey, I remember this happened and why it happened and this and that. But I'm not going to say something that no one got arrested for, and you say, and that's nothing against them. You understand what I'm saying? He might have felt the way he might do. Them as people, like we all came up together, different
Bim-
crews, but all the same.
Bim is family.
Them as people.
Bim caused all this, if it wasn't for Bim, all this, stuff wouldn't happen as far as the different guests. It caused a domino effect. So, he put me in contact with different people, so I appreciate him. But what happened was, I want to know what Preem called you or what he was saying? You don't have to give me verbatim, but was he upset?
Of course he was upset. Like, okay, how long he been in jail? 17 years? How many times has that shit been spoken about? Whether it's true or not true. How many times? Like, you could talk about a whole bunch of other things. Like, let me talk about that. Got this Me Too movement going around. That's what you want to talk about? At that time back then, abuse to females was just, that's a regular occurrence back then. Like, me growing up in the projects, one of my mentors that wasn't a good teacher used to say, yo, I just get up and punch my bitch in the face for the shit I ain't caught her for. This is who's teaching me. So am I really learning the right way to be? So now this is 2019. So it's like, okay, Kevin Hart, he gets a deal. He's supposed to do the Grammys or whatever, the Oscars. Someone says, 20 years ago, you said this and that. What about what he's been doing the past 20 years? All that is out the window. You understand what I'm saying? That's just my point.
So what was his reason of calling you, though?
His reason of calling me was, I guess, to find out who you were.
Got you. So why he didn't ask P2?
He doesn't speak to P2 that much. Listen, P2 is like a runaway child going wild. P2 is like when we spoke yesterday, because P2 got the clothes, right? When we spoke yesterday, I was like, listen, bro, we know that dude is crazy, but at least he's checking in with me. Like, and we're talking. So at least I can gauge. He don't have to listen to me, but at least I know what he's doing and I can speak to him. He's just not off running. Because his main concern is he doesn't want nothing to happen to him because of him. Like, yo, niggas wanna hurt me. So why do you wanna go out there and say you're my son? A nigga will hurt you because you're my son. You have people whose fathers or uncles might have had a problem back then. Now you the offspring and you the son. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Your mother, your father, they was going through crack. They was going through whatever they was going through. Like, you're not feeling that. That's still your mother or your father. You don't want to hear that. You young, you mad, you angry. It's like, there go his son. Fuck that. So that's his take as far as with his son. Like, sit your behind down. Do something about Kyle. Like if he had it his way, he wouldn't want people to know that that's his son.
Hold up. Ooh.
And only because of his safety.
Just give us a second. Give us a second, man. It's serious.
Okay, come on.
Chill out, man.
You telling me to chill out?
Chill out. I get what you're saying, but come on, let's be a little. P2 got feelings too, all right?
Bro, man, P2 talk about this on a daily basis. I could call P2
too,
now. Okay.
But I get what you're saying.
P2, you know I love you, my nigga,
Shout out
but
to P2.
you are crazy.
He contacted me. No, and,
Yo, so
pardon me, G.
yeah.
Give me a second. But as far as P2 situation is, you know, you say he's crazy, and I definitely understand. But do you think kids, you know, you think that he understands that? Because he may get offended by that. Like,
No,
yo, you don't want people
listen,
to know.
as a kid, it's like, yo, nigga, I'm not no punk. I can hold my own. Fuck that, right? Now, we come up in a time, right? People not shooting across the street. People's coming out the bushes and putting two in your head. They leaving you right there. That's what maybe his father understands and knows. Like, I'm not saying that these kids ain't tough. I'm not saying that these kids ain't with it, because they are with it. But they will shoot wherever they see you at. Whereas a person from back in that time would be like, okay, he's with his kids. I'm not going to catch him now. I'm going to catch him later. It's just a little bit of like manners or restraint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when the mob says, hey, no woman, no kids. Like that's how we was brought up. You ain't gonna fuck with no kids, you ain't gonna fuck with no women. You got some niggas, they don't care if you with your girl, they opening up, they shooting your girl too.
Yeah, that's facts.
It's just a different time. And that's not taking anything from them or their gangsterism. That's just how y'all do. how they say on site. It's on site. I see you. That's it. It ain't no wait.
So P2 being Preem's son, like, what do you think? You know, like, how do you think he should move? You know what I'm saying? What's some advice you would give him on how to move or how he should
do
be?
what he's doing. Like yesterday, I was speaking to his father, right? His father didn't understand social media and how you can sell those T-shirts and sell those hoodies, and I had to break it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you pay an influencer. You pay these people with the subscribers, which is what he's doing. I said, yo, bro, he gonna give you some money in the end. You gotta let him do his thing. But if you keep trying to restrain him, no one wants to be restrained. Again, stand in the corner. I'm out of here. I'm a young boy. I ain't thinking like, how you paying the rent? How you doing this? How you doing that? You're not thinking when you're young. You're just reacting and you're just doing. There's no time to sit back and calculate. Maybe a few, rare, better than majority.
So Preem wanted to find out who we were, yes?
You already know that, don't you?
You
So
called
why you asking
G-Money.
me?
You spoke to G-Money about it.
Spoke to
Nitty
G-Money.
spoke to Bimmy about it, apparently.
I didn't speak to Bimby. Bimby didn't. I didn't speak to Bimby
Not
until
you.
weeks after. Oh,
No,
he
not
did.
you. I said Nitty.
Nettie spoke to Bimby.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Preem. we
So
heard-
what happened?
I
You
don't know.
spoke
I
to
don't
him.
know. So
I mean,
basically-
you brought it up. I'm asking you what
No, it
happened.
was- apparently, two things happened. We were asked to take that down.
That part.
That part down, yes. And from Bimmy asked us to take it down. And then Preem, you know, he said that he wanted to talk to us. And then for some reason, you know, his mind changed and stuff because we came to the studio and stuff like that. And
He never talked to you.
no.
So would you like to speak to him?
But that's why I told P2 I'm not promoting the shirt. Yeah, I do things like that.
Well, you know, that's
P2
not.
asked me-
But understand, that's just P2. Fall ain't got nothing to do with it. Fall is like, yo, this thing is selling shirts. They got my face on it. I don't know nothing about this. Like,
Right.
who
I
told
felt
him
like-
to do that?
I didn't know that. I just felt like I thought it was all in cahoots. So I felt like I'm not promoting.
P's doing P.
I ain't know that, but P2
Now
asked
you
me.
know.
He sent me a message about it, and you know, and I love him. I love him to death, and I'll do anything for him. But I said, man, your father had to go to the studio and even call up. Man, that lady that he talked to or whatever, she ain't call up, bro.
Okay, well, listen, not to know what happened, but I'm going to just say this to you. Nigga called me this week, and the nigga get killed, and I won't hear from him for a month. He's in a pen. Niggas get killed left and right. He's locked down maybe half the month on a regular basis.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he just didn't call you. I'm just saying he could have got locked up. It could have been a lockdown in the situation. He could have got transferred
She
from
did
the
mention
jail.
that though. She did. She
did mention that as
mention
well.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
She
It
did
happens
mention
a lot.
possibility. Salute to her. She did. She was very upfront, but I just felt like, you know, there was no follow. You know me, G. I just let him keep it moving.
Yeah, motherfucker, you didn't follow up, nigga. I'm Queen's Flip, motherfucker. Fuck you. I get it.
I mean, you know, like I said, my
Hey, I get
my
it.
cousin called me from jail. Yo, what's going on? They hit everything fast. Yo, what's up with this Bimmy?
Hold up. So Diddy's your cousin?
Webb. Not
Webb
me.
is your cousin.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Webb. Webb called me. And
Webb. So Ty's your cousin also.
something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Ain't they brothers?
Yes, they are brothers.
Okay. But you
Don't
claim
worry.
Webb but not Ty.
I love both of them.
You love both of them.
Yeah, but you know,
Let's switch seats right quick.
I told you can't switch these out. I want to answer, you know, as much as I want to answer. I love Ty. Ty's my heart, man. Ty's my family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty. You know, in the A, he doing his thing. Spoke to him recently. I'm lying. I just lied. I spoke to Webb yesterday. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Spoke to Webb
When
yesterday.
does he come home?
I think 2 more years.
Okay.
I think 2 more years.
Okay.
Well, 6. I think, you know.
That's
2
good.
more.
At least he got some daylight.
Yeah. Well, you know. All the
It's always
trouble-
a good thing when you can come home.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that can't.
all the troubles that they, you know. See, I would do anything for him and Ty. Like, if Ty needed me to do anything, as far as, like, there was a time where, shout out to Ty, but I say that because it was a while, you know, I was trying to reach out to Webb, and Ty wasn't budging. Like, yo, where you at? I want to talk to him before everything happened. Before as far as me going viral, so I haven't spoke to him in a while. So I was trying to reach out to him, and I just felt like I wasn't getting nowhere. And then, you know, things started moving, and then Webb called me because they wanted me to do something, to promote something, and I didn't like that.
So you felt you was being used.
Nah, I didn't feel I was being used. I'll do anything I do it. Yeah, well, not really. I don't want to say used.
So why did you stand your ground?
because I haven't spoke. I was looking for you, and the contact wasn't because he changed his number a lot, so the contact wasn't made. I didn't like that. I felt that was like
you should have called me.
Yeah, you should have
Nigga,
called me.
you wanted me to do something for you, and I called you, and you
No,
didn't
Ty
call?
wanted me to do something, and then Webb called me. I don't know. I'm like, Webb, what's up, man? I don't know. It's like a ghost. So what the hell? What happened? And I was upset. I expressed to both of them, and they understood, but they also, that's why you can't jump out the window, because Ty was very upfront with me, like, yo, things is going on and stuff like that. This is why, like, same thing you explained about the Preem thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm human. I have emotions. So same thing you explained about Preem. I tend to jump out the window a little bit. Like, yo, man, all right, man, I can get contact with you. I don't want to talk about nothing now. Don't call me about this. You call me about doing this. I can feel a way about that.
Okay.
And then, but from there, everything, worked itself out. That's why, I love Ty.
That's good.
Ty,
Ty's good people.
Yeah, very good people.
Doing his thing.
Made the connection, made it happen. He's out there working, and anything he needs from me and my platform, I will do for him. But at that time, I just went viral. I'm feeling myself. I'm 100 million views in. And I've been looking for Webb. I was trying to talk to, for about 2 years prior.
Okay.
13, sending, yo, I need to speak to him. What's going on with him? He's up. And then I don't know where he calls me. Yo, what up, man? So that's what I was. But yeah, that's why I understand. That's why I jumped up with P2, because I said he has feelings also.
So when my feelings hit, can I jump up and go
Nah, you can stand behind that corner.
Okay, all right.
All right, so Preem wanted to know, but he found out who we were, because you spoke to G Money. G Money called me, like, I'm like, man, come on, G. I'm not. I was really nonchalant.
Like, I don't give a fuck about them niggas. Fuck that old school
well,
shit.
I didn't say. I didn't say all that.
But you might as well have.
No,
that was your attitude.
No, I didn't
Tell
say,
the truth.
No, wait,
Tell the truth.
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. I said, G, I'm not worried about that. I mean, I'm not worried. We don't have any allegiance to that. If Webb called me and tell me to take something down, I will, because I have allegiance with him.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
He told me we're not taking no footage down, and I said, nah. I said, actually, when I spoke to Luke said, yo, I'm not calling you to take no footage down. He said, I spoke to Preem, and he said, from his opinion, he said he liked what we're doing up here, and he feel like we shouldn't compromise. There we go.
Yeah,
Thank you. Like we shouldn't compromise. He said, you guys are just being journalists. So he and at that time, a lot of people were coming at Flip saying, oh, be careful what you're asking these guests and this and that. They were doing that, and then he told me, like, yo, you guys keep asking your questions and like do your job, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Quick question, not to cut you off. Like,
but you did.
Ooh, damn. Ooh. Yo, what led to that question? Because it's not like you knew something.
What do you mean?
Did you know about that?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
So that's why people get mad. That's what. So we did something with TV. And listen, we did something with a TV station, and they were asking me that in the interviews, you ask a lot of behind the scenes questions. A lot of people get mad. I ask things that I know.
Okay.
So I was aware of that situation. I heard about it. Okay. I spoke to P2 about it. Really? I was aware of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's his mother, right?
Yeah, but we have to get into that now.
Oh, no.
We don't want Preem to call. Like, I'm just saying the situation that I alluded to. I was aware about it, but they didn't know I was gonna bring it up.
Okay.
It's not talked about prior, so I brought it up, and that's why people also get like, "Come on, Flip, you doing that?" It's not. I don't mean to do it, but it's just it's something to make it more personable. I don't mean to do it. You know what I'm saying?
We
was talking about P2 at the time.
Okay.
So I was asking him how he felt about that.
How did he feel about P2?
Who, Bimmy?
Yeah.
You gotta ask him. I don't know.
I'm asking you. You was there. You did the interview, right?
I don't know. You
so
gotta
now, okay. So that means he must have said something bad.
He didn't say nothing bad. I just don't know how he feel about him. I think that he just said P2 is a good kid. He feel like P2 just need to focus on school and stuff. Yeah, everybody say that.
P2 is a good kid. P2. I mean, listen.
You gotta let him grow though, man. He gonna do what he want to do at the end of the day, like you said.
Listen, I do. I let him go. Like, listen, sometimes he'll call. Sometimes he don't answer the phone. I just, okay.
He wrote me a message about the clothing line. He wrote me a message. He wrote me a message about the clothing line, like, I want you to post it. And I'll do anything for him. But I just felt like, man, I ain't speak. Preem had us come to the studio. We didn't speak to him, and I don't feel like I want to promote a brand. That's how I felt.
Hey, bro, you said that story already, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Now, if I be repetitious, you're gonna tell me stop being repetitious.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay, so why you tell me that story?
What is this? What's this?
Yo, you still gonna let him talk?
You understand what I'm saying? But you made it clear with me.
I'm watching him.
You also get out of here. You made it clear. That's what I'm saying. You know, sometimes I didn't mean to be repetitious, but you made it clear, like, yo, Flip. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of ignorance sometimes. But.
Listen, I'll say this, right? Best interviewer I've had, as far as talking about back then. Just because we having conversation, we're having a dialogue.
You hardly talk about anything yet. We're not done. We just got started.
Listen, but what I'm saying to you is that you have me in a comfortable zone.
There we go. That's what they be saying.
Tell me,
You know what I'm saying?
Say thank you to me.
I'm in a comfortable zone. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's not uptight. Like, yo, I'm good.
It's good juice.
The juice. Where's the juice?
So
It's the juice.
Fat Cat.
Okay.
Fat Cat. So you're working for Fat Cat, right? Moving and shaking. Tell us when the money start coming in.
Well, the money started coming in, and then I got cases, so I had to go to jail for 1.5 to 4.5.
Wow, what was the case?
Drug sales, drug possessions, working on the block. When I came home, I mean, I would make phone calls, and I was hearing that we switched from the heroin to the cocaine. You know, Preem with the 50 scooters, Wall. I mean, you know, Wall always been Wall. And then, you know, I speak to his mother, and she's like, man, he got a piece, cost as much as a Cadillac, because back then it's Cadillacs in 98s. So you tell me he got a piece for $20,000, like, oh, okay. I see what's going on. When I came home, it was just a whole, that's when they had the big party at Olympia Palace that you see all the pictures of with everyone. That's the time I came home. That was actually Preem and Wall's birthday party at Olympia Palace. So I went to that, and that was it. Everything was rolling. It's like, you know.
So you was there when he was on stage, throwing the money off the stage and all that. That's party?
Prince party.
Okay, Prince party.
The party when they got the sailor hats on.
So you got lots of direct sale?
Probably so, yeah. I was hand to hand. I said I was on the block. Negro.
Direct sale. That's what
Yeah, direct sale possessions. You standing there with a bag full of quarters and dimes like this. That's what you running around with. With the work on you or the work stashed. You on a 1 block thing, which is kind of crazy because all they gotta do is stay in the building and watch, which is what they did. Send the agents down there to make the direct sales. Did the 1.5 and 4.5. I came home. I think he was doing quartergrams. My man Bobo was like, yo, I'm gonna do some dimes, but he was kind of slow, so I joined in, and that shit just started taking off. You know what I'm saying? We bagging up like 90 to 100,000 because you gotta give people room to steal. That's bagging up them girls, even though they doing what they doing. So if I'm doing dimes, that's $100,000 in dimes. Might be $90,000. I might have had to pay him 40. Might have paid 32. 30. Oh, I got breaking down in layman's terms.
Yes,
so you're paying $32,000 for a key. On consignment, he's charging me 40. I'm doing 2 a week or 3 a week. You know what I'm saying? Besides my payroll, I'm coming out with $20,000 to $40,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? So he has me. He got Jug in the projects. He got another kid. He got another kid. And he's doing maybe 3 on the breakdown from his game room, getting $100,000 a key. So that's already, just from him alone, that's $250,000 by itself, not counting everybody else. So it's times that I've counted money with him, might have been $1 million for the week. Same thing with the machines.
Jeez.
So how do you because you know P2 and P2 told me that you were the lieutenant.
Okay.
How do you rise to lieutenant of Fat Cat's operation?
Well, basically I did the time. I didn't talk. Got arrested. I did my time, paid my bones. I came home. So it's like him, and he's hanging with Jug and Bobo. And I just came in because everyone's gone. You know what I'm saying? From that little crew we had before, you know, some of them is getting high, so they're no longer a part of the thing. It's girls working in the game room. It's security. It's Pap over here working. When I came on, Pap was working security. So it's like, it's a whole different group of individuals. So it's like, okay, I went in, I was kind of like at the top echelon, even though I'm doing hand to hand, I'm still in the circle. So now, from that circle, when I went to jail in them 18 months, it's no one there that was in the circle. It's a whole bunch of different people. So automatically, I'm put into the circle of the 4 individuals. So that's how that happened. I mean, I've been, you could say, the lieutenant because he's hitting me with work after I surpassed Henry.
Tell us about the game room. What was the game room? Can you break that down for us?
All right. So, 150th Street, you had a game room, which is what he worked at the game room. Motto was, don't sell out the game room. If someone comes, you sell outside the game room, so this way no one can raid the game room. I was across the street with Dimes. We had an apartment upstairs that we stashed the drugs in. Might have been $500,000 in drugs going in a day and a half. And they would just, go upstairs. You had a person that worked the upstairs apartment. He worked, he got paid his salary, and he would hit the workers when they run out. You'd have security out there with the person that was working hand to hand. That was it, 24/7. And that was not just Cat. You had Preem that had an apartment, so he got workers. Another person got a workers. You had Danny. Like, it's $1 million a day going through that block.
Oh, so at a time like this, back then, where people really didn't have money, how the hell are y'all getting $1 million on a block?
Bro, people had money. People was robbing, stealing. We didn't even take singles, bro. Like, you get on that movie line, because it was a movie line to wait to get those drugs. Like, security's telling you no singles. Like, we ain't taking no singles.
Damn.
So some days it might be like a Friday night, I could make 30, 40,000 easily on that block. Matter of fact, after I went to jail and came back, I was doing that in the projects in the 90s.
When did you go to jail again?
When me and Cat got arrested, July 29th, 1985.
What do you guys got arrested for?
Possession. They said that someone sold weed out of the store. So we sit in the back office. It's weed on the counter. It's guns. Of course, we got guns all over the place. And when they came in, he had drugs in the desk. So when we come in, you have like a pound of weed on top of the table because we selling weed now. Got people selling weed, but we're not doing nothing out the store. So basically, they arrested someone, say you bought that out the store, got the search warrant, came in there. It's like 2 girls, it's me, Cat, and Jug in the store. Come in there, I mean, when the police come in, I don't even, like, what are they doing back here? Because the only way you can get a search warrant is if you sell something out the store. We ain't selling nothing out of the store, just for that purpose. They come in, they arrest us, they handcuff us in a circle. Like, it's 3 people, so you got to imagine. If you was over here, we're all handcuffed in a circle. This is how they had us sitting in the back of the police car. Take us to the precinct. They wanted him. Put him in a bullpen by himself. The police is coming from all over. Manhattan, Gold Shields, because they want to look at who this motherfucker is, because you hear the name, but you don't see him. Because he doesn't have to come on the block. You see him, but they can't, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't, they just want to take a look at who the prize catch was. That was in 85. I got bailed out the next day. He got bailed out the next day. Then his parole officer violated him. I stayed out. We went to trial. We split the case up. I went to trial first. Got found guilty of the weed on the table, 2 guns. Most I could get is 3.5 to 7. His trial was next. Being that he was behind the desk, I went to his trial, said, hey, that was mine's, right? Double jeopardy. Can't fuck with me. Go to trial. He still loses, blows to everything. 25 to life. While we're in jail, I'm still trying to do something. His sister is doing what she's doing. But I'm noticing when I'm calling, the sis is fucking around. Like, she got high too. And I had a friend of mine that was working, and the way they was talking about, like they was going to do something to him. I'm not there, so I can't stop it. I said, stop going to your sister's house. That's the phone that they tapped when the feds raided them. So everyone used to go to their house to get the phone call. I told my people, don't go over there no more, because I already know it's going to be some shit in the game. Don't go over there, because if shit happens, all they're going to do is they're going to do something to you. Or if they fuck up something, they're going to say, you fucked it up. They're going to hurt you. Ain't no one there to speak for you. It's over with. So more or less, that's how I got out of the Fed case, because I'm not calling the sister's house no more. So basically, they tapped the sister's phone.
I asked you this earlier, and then we sort of drove off the road. Describe a fat cat I asked you earlier. We didn't really describe him. The type of person he was.
Type of
quiet,
person he was.
He flamboyant?
Oh no, he's flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? He was a flamboyant person. I mean, the cars, the jewelry, the chicks. Very flamboyant. Temper. Yeah, had a temper. Put it this way: if we was gambling, right, and you, like one time they had boxing, so they taking votes, right? Who won the fight? They betting money. You can't honestly say his man lost, because now he's gonna get mad. Now you're gonna have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the type of environment. You understand what I'm saying? It's like we're flipping on each other. We're bringing each other in. You know what I'm saying? It's like Juice is my man. But again, everybody's bosses in their own right. But there was only a couple of bosses, because everybody took orders. Whether it was me, whether it's Bim, whether it's Just, whether it's whoever. Those 3 people gave you them orders, or 4, whatever, were the leaders, the main leaders, and you did what was told of you. So when it came to bosses, yeah, we was all bosses. We had our crew, but it was actually just those bosses.
And who were the bosses?
Preem, Cat, Wall. Back in the 80s.
Who's Wall?
The interview is on Luc Stephen. Wall is, well, you know what? That been out. Wall is James Corley.
Corley, got it.
Yeah.
So they 3 was the boss.
Yeah, basically.
Do you remember when they came together?
No, because we used to beef with the projects before I went to jail. Even though I was from the projects, we used to get in beefs with the projects. They didn't like, like when you're younger, we get more money than them. They get more, fuck them. You fucking the same bitches. Like, my chick used to fuck with OJ. Man, OJ had a fight over Punkin before, God bless the dead.
OJ,
that got killed.
When he passed away, yeah.
We had a fight. He pulled the gun out on me. I didn't move. Kilo stopped him. Like, yo, put that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he was talking to in the club. I mushed him. So he was like, let's come outside. Okay, let's go outside. So I'm standing there. He pulls out. Not going to run, because if I run, you're going to shoot. So I just, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Well, Kilo was like, put that shit away. Put the shit away. You smiling?
No, because
it's something about you. But go ahead.
A lot of people, it's a Luc Stephen. So, but
say that again. What you just said?
Whatever.
No. Say what you just said.
I called you Luck.
Yo.
I don't know why I called you that. I don't know.
Well, they say I'm lucky.
I heard that.
So I get that.
But I heard that in the streets though. See, but let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
See,
you hear that in the streets? You be in the streets?
I don't know.
Nigga, you viral and you in the streets, nigga?
Spoon and all type of crazy things.
Spoon. What's that?
I don't know.
But I did expound on that when I was talking about bagging up with the spoons. That's where the nickname came from. So go ahead.
Where did Lucky come from?
Lucky? I never had Lucky. Some people said Lucky because, again, situations like, yo, why he don't got life in jail? Why he ain't doing this? Nigga, y'all talking on the phones. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, like, sometimes when that power gets to you, you believe that you can do anything and can't no one do nothing for you. And that, my friend, is when I look at you and go, oh, no, I got to get out of this shit. This nigga's going crazy.
So y'all was beefing with the projects. So you
Earlier.
Yeah, you didn't
Yes.
know when they became cool.
They became cool while I was in jail.
Yeah, and you don't really.
Really, I think they became cool because of Preem. Preem was the factor. Because Cat loved Preem. Corley loved Preem. Preem now, you know what I'm saying, he's in the middle. He brought all that shit together.
Yeah, that's what I was about to talk about real quick. I heard the name Corley, but I really don't. It's gonna be bad. I really don't know his story.
Well,
I don't know who he is. I don't know what part of Queens he's from, and people may get mad like Flip.
Be serious.
They
He's
get
from
mad.
the
But
projects.
From 40.
From
He's from
40.
40.
Oh, okay. Type of guy you know. All right, yeah. We'll talk. We'll find out later.
What type of guy is he? Yo, he was a flamboyant motherfucker, yo. You talking about 9 brand new cars every year when they come out.
Let me see.
See,
That's crazy.
him, Head. Paul used to come around there,
I don't know.
fuck with Head,
Yeah.
ride the bike, pop wheelies back then.
But wait. So Preem brought them together. What was the name of their crew? Did Preem name their crew?
Preem was the Preem team.
The Fat Cat. I know Fat Preem team crew, but I'm saying that he named with the 3 bosses.
Did you? What do you mean? You lost me. Did he name them?
No.
Was there a name for them?
Yes.
You know the name for them. Did they have it like it was a gang? Like they had a name of their crew?
Yes.
No. Just Preem with his Preem team.
Exactly. But they wasn't under Preem
No.
team though.
Huh?
They were Fat Cat wasn't Preem
No.
team. All right, that's what I'm saying. So we talking
No,
about Seven
actually,
Crowns?
no. 7 Crowns was the gang that the Furtados were in. That Fat Cat was the warlord of
When they were younger.
when they was younger.
Exactly.
So you had your Furtados, you had other people, but then you had, Cat was doing his thing. Preem, even though he started from Cat, he spun off and was doing his thing. He had a huge following, so you couldn't keep him under. But Cat loved him because he had the ability to put that whole
Thing
project together.
Got you. The Furtado brothers, real quick, man, they didn't really talk that much, but after the interview, I heard a lot about them,
Well, the Furtados, they were
They connect.
the plug when they first started. Now, once it switched to the coke, they were no longer the plug.
Mm-hmm.
But when the heroin was coming in, they were the plug. They were the plug.
I heard they were.
Yeah, they were the plug.
They were quiet, though, right?
They was getting all. Yeah, we was flamboyant with the chains and the jewelry and the up-to-date cars, and they might buy a car 10 years old, 5 years old. They wasn't they ain't going to the fever. They're not doing none of that. They ain't taking the pictures. They're not doing none of that. They wasn't doing none of that.
Real quick, G. What issues in the streets that you saw that basically how, cause as the lieutenant of Fat Cat crew, how Fat Cat handled certain situations?
Okay, you said what?
You heard what I said?
Damn. You said how did Fat Cat handle certain situations?
Yes. Because I don't want you. I try to word things in a certain way because I don't want you to, you feeling nice right now. I don't want you to just talk and yo.
Oh no, that would never happen.
Oh,
Trust
right,
me.
so
That would never happen.
You want me to ask you who Fat Cat who did Fat Cat put on their ass? I don't want to ask questions like that, so I ask in different ways.
Oh, so basically, but you've already said it. Who did Fat Cat put on people's ass? It was a variety of people. It depends on what time period are we talking about.
All time periods.
No, it's different people. Like you might have had Joaquin in them, T.A. You understand what I'm saying? When we was doing what you call it, then it might have been Pat, Jug, could have been me. Sometimes it's like when you get the call, you get the call. I can remember first coming home. During the time I first came home, they sent me somewhere to some dude. I guess he didn't pay the money, and We went in the crib. My adrenaline was pumping so much. Like, you know, when you pull the shit back, the shit just kept going. That's how much my adrenaline was pumping. Like, and the clip, the slide just kept going. But the kid Jug was with me, so he covered me at that time. And they was just like, yo, well, what happened? Yo, the gun broke. Oh, that stupid motherfucker, I got the motherfucking guns from, I'll call that motherfucker. So, you know, we had things like, you had bringing people in, you had torture, you had all that shit back then. So as far as you saying, who would he call to handle it, he had a crew. Anyone would handle it at any given time. Same as Preem, same as Corley.
You know, I saw a picture on Facebook about Fat Cats. He has a son. I don't know how much children he has, but I saw a son of his.
Which one?
I don't know. I just saw a picture on Facebook. How many children does he have, like, that you're aware of?
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sons.
4 sons.
4 sons, possible, but 4 sons.
How much children does Preem have?
I think 3.
P2 and
2 others.
And 40.
Is one of them from 40? I don't know. I think he got one. When I spoke to him, he had him. I didn't even know he had him. I just knew about P2. So, you know, P2 would be like, yo, you my godfather. So he just gave that to me. Like, you my godfather.
He said
all right, I
me.
got you.
I didn't like that, but he said that to me.
Huh?
I didn't like the fact he called you his godfather, but he told me that.
Yeah. Why didn't you like it?
I'm just a hater.
You wanted to be his godfather or something?
No,
I don't understand.
Nothing.
Why would that piss you off? Like, I'm lost.
I just didn't like the fact
Explain
that
to me.
He was saying that's my godfather.
Why you didn't like? Why you didn't? Is there something wrong with me? I can't be a godfather. Like, what's the problem
You can be
here?
godfather. I just don't like you, really.
Oh, okay, understandable. Makes sense.
Yo, so I'm not sure if I missed it or not, but what's the reason for these guys, like, kind of separating, like, you know, Pap and Fat Cat and the whole, you know, because they could have had a whole even crazier probably, you know, situation if they all worked together.
Well, again, my understanding, right? Again, I'm locked up.
Okay.
I'm locked up for the parole officer, which, whatever happened, I'm locked up with the police officer. And I mean, I'm in Clinton, and I see it on the news, and, you know, I'm in my mind saying, yo, I know that these niggas didn't do this shit, yo. I know. And people is going crazy, like, from the other boroughs, because they get ready to go to the board, and it's like, yo, Queens niggas fucked this shit up. And then a week later, that's when I seen, you know, the people that they arrested for it.
Which Ed Burns.
Yeah, which I didn't even understand why it was, because I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it's coming from home base, which is Cat. You know, then later on I found out that it's something that Pap did on his own. Like, even when they did that, it just was like, okay, I got to definitely separate myself from them because they done lost their minds. But again, like I said, when you're getting so much power, you believe that when you get so much money, you believe that you're invincible, which is, we know, is not a true story. But that's the fault that a lot of hustlers get into, like not knowing when to say enough is enough.
Right.
Because it ain't like you didn't have enough money to say fuck it. So what makes you keep going?
What made you keep going? You had it.
I didn't think that it was gonna end. But when I seen the signs of it ending, it was like, and I still didn't learn my lesson after that first bit, because I came to the projects. I did it again, movie lines and everything else. I seen they was arresting workers and taking them to Brooklyn. Once they started arresting the workers and taking them to Brooklyn, and we're in Queens, it let me know that, okay, these are the feds. Once I know that the feds is coming, I like kind of shut the projects down and then went out of town.
So the reason for, so we got the reason for everyone kind of went their own separate ways is because of the whole Ed Burns situation, you feel like, in your opinion?
Well, that, and of course, money. So it's like Pappy became his own man. So it's like, I brought you here. Now you're not even seeing me no more. But I can still call you,
right,
if I have a problem.
So they were still cool with it. They were okay with everyone going their own separate ways
It
and
was
doing their own thing.
it was cool with that. It was like like one thing that happened is when the feds had them, they was like, let's cop out and let the women go. Cause it was like, y'all cop out, we'll let the women go. Pat was like, fuck that. I'm not copping out. You're only gonna give your mother 10 years. Fuck that. I'm not copping out.
I heard about that. I heard that fact. I heard about Pat was like that. His mother had
like,
to.
fuck that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I'm not taking it. Like, from my understanding, like, they was facing like maybe, I think the cop out was 5 to 40 under the old law. 20 years, you're looking at 12. So I spoke to someone maybe a couple weeks ago. He was just like, yo, nigga, we was getting ready to get 20. I was happy as fuck. All them bodies, 20 years, that's 12. Psh. He said, yo, I was supposed to go to court. They took the pleas back. People started going in on each other. Yeah.
Wow.
So who did something happen with one of Fat Cat's family members that got arrested or no?
When?
Did any of Fat Cat's family members get arrested for participating in his empire? Did any of his family members?
Yeah. All of them. His nieces, his wife, his mistress, his did they arrest his mother? I think they might have took his mother.
But nobody did time. He took the blame for.
No, some of them did like 2 or 3 years. Some of them they let go. I mean, basically, at the end of the day, they just really wanted that nucleus.
And how much time did he get? How much time does he have?
Well, he been in 85, so he got 34 years in now. Probably got to do 10 more years after they finish in Florida, which would be 8.5. So if they let him go at the board next year, he still has to go do more, another 10 years. So we're talking about if they let him go, which they probably, I mean, it'd be good if they let him go so he could go to Florida, but they probably gonna hit him again. Because at the end of the day, it's like, like, even though you didn't do this, you brought these niggas around. You put these niggas on. You created these monsters. So I guess they may still hold him responsible. You got a police officer's family that I'm sure is with the parole board left and right. I mean, at one time, when I came home in the 90s, I had a parole officer that became the supervisor. I think I was home like 18 months. I came in there one day, the parole officer was like, come here for a minute. Why you didn't tell me you was with Fat Cat and them? I said, why was I supposed to tell you that? She said, they want to put you on strict supervision. I've been home 18 months. I'm in the projects. I got a condo in Flushing. Like, I'm not doing strict supervision. So I got on the run. I was like, I can't get no more time, so I'm not going to make my life topsy-turvy because you got on me 18 months later. Y'all should have did that at the beginning. Made me quit a job. I had a job. I'm getting $400 a week. They said, you're making too much money. We don't want you to work there no more.
Wow.
I mean, it was a hookup job.
Ridiculous.
But still,
Yeah.
you didn't know it was a hookup job. I got my checks. Like, you just said, yo, this nigga, there's no reason he should be making $400 a week at an income tax joint. It's not right. They made me quit the job.
Wow.
What do you know about Preem and 50 joint?
What do you mean? Wasn't here. I was in jail. But if you want to shoot away, you can shoot away.
Nah, if you don't know, don't make.
I mean, I can't tell you what happened. Matter of fact, I was on the run. I wasn't here. I was on the run. I remember when it happened, but I wasn't in the mix.
Got it. Did anybody know 50 mother? Because a lot of people always talk about her, but
I don't remember who she was. They said she used to be on the block, but I can't actually recall who his mother was.
Respect.
He got something up his sleeve.
No, I'm just saying, people always allude to, who actually his mother is and even who his father is, but
Yeah, I've heard different stories about that. I heard P3 with his shit. I heard it was Cat. I mean, but at that time, the way that we was, I mean, if she was out there, then I'm not trying to speak on a man's mother, but
Respect.
at that time frame, you know what I'm saying, and you're getting high and you're running around, there's a lot of people, dealing with you sexually.
Well, we don't know that. Like,
That's just like, listen to me. That's just
slow down. We don't know that if his mom. Just chill out.
No, I didn't say his mom's. What I said, if you look at the thing, I said at that time, if she was out there and she's hustling.
She wasn't.
Okay, then cool. I mean, that's a way to keep it safe. Listen, me and dude is cool. Whenever I see him, we speak. So when he talks about he don't fuck with the old timers, he don't talking about me. That's how I take that. He's talking about whoever those other dudes are. He ain't talking about me. So when I see him, we have a conversation.
Respect.
You understand what I'm saying? Do I feel some way about that song? Hell no. That song was cool. Nigga, I was in that song. Thanks, Fifth. Nigga, you only talked about shit that was going on.
What song?
Wow. Come sit over here. Oh, I have to. For the public. Get a Quran.
That's what I just said. I just said get a Quran.
Get a Quran.
Your name was in there?
Yeah, at the end.
What he said?
He just said my name. He shouts me out. He shouts Troy out. Shout out a few people.
What he said, Luck?
No. He knows my name.
What is it?
Spoon.
Luke.
I ain't calling you Luke. Luke got a K in it.
Not in the French spelling.
Oh.
French spelling is L-U-C. And since I'm from Haiti,
That's true, Luke.
it's called, in French, it's called Luc. Luc Richard.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
That was slick.
That was a good one.
I mean, that was the truth. That's what I'm...
No, but somebody said that you were lucky before when I did my research. Somebody told me that yesterday.
They
I
said
was a
what?
lucky guy.
Well, yeah, because it's like...
You
Let me see.
avoided some
I
stuff.
missed that one.
That's why I said
it was another one with Lance and them.
So I don't want you to take it as no disrespect. I'm
No,
trying to
no,
play
no.
you. Yeah.
No, I ain't worried
yesterday
about
doing
that.
the research, somebody said, "Yo,
He's a lucky guy.
yeah." So that's what I'm saying. You know,
Well, I lasted that joint. When Lance and them caught their joint, my name is in that paperwork, but they never came to get me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was down south with them in the 90s while I was on the run. So they caught their case. I didn't get in that one. So it's like, yeah, God got his hand on me.
how much time you did in all?
Altogether, maybe 10 and a half. 1.5, 2-year violation, then 3.5, then 5 in the feds.
Real quick, they said Cat got more powerful while he was in jail.
Yeah, he did. Got more money too. Okay, break it down. All right. So when he's in jail, I think the keys went down to $25,000 a kilo. And he was charging 50. So whoever you was down with him, he's getting 25,000. So if he does 10 keys a week while he's in jail, he's making 250. And now you're not hanging out no more. You're just in jail making money.
Wow.
Do you miss being in that life?
I miss the money. I don't miss the life. My life is like more stable now. I've learned that the working man is really the gangster because I don't think that I would have been able to work and get up and work 8 hours and bring home that little bit of money day in and day out. Like, I did it the easy way. Like, selling drugs is easy if you know what you're doing. Selling drugs is easy. Working and bringing that money home and feeding your kids and paying your bills when all you got is that check and nothing else. Like, it ain't nothing if I got $10,000 and I'm pay your rent and pay your rent and pay my rent. That shit ain't nothing. But let me work hard and I gotta pay all these bills. That shit is hard.
That's gangster.
Yes. My life is hard right now. You understand what I'm saying? So I wish that I could get the money without selling the drugs.
What was your turning point though? Like what happened? Whether you was in prison
The
or
fifth,
at home? Or...
it was the third bid, the 5 years, and of course you have to remember that I am labeled, right? They're always gonna come by. They're always gonna come back. Listen to my phone. They're always gonna say he's one of them guys. Did the parole officer did the thing? He's a threat. They're always gonna come back and say, whatever I'm doing, I gotta be selling drugs. So they're gonna come listen to my phone, pull up at the joint, pull up at my crib, and just watch. Every blue moon, they're gonna do that. I know they're gonna do that.
This is a real question?
What? That you text them?
No, I'm talking to G Money.
The Pat Mason, right?
Yeah, what?
I heard it on King Ernest. That's what he said.
Let me hear it. What's the
King
term?
Ernest said that? You listen to King Ernest?
What he
I
said?
saw a clip or something.
What he said? Let me hear this one.
I don't know how true it is.
Let me
All right,
read
let me
it.
hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
I
Bro,
remember
slow down, man.
Come on, come on,
We
come
talking
on.
about-
I'm amped up. Come on, let's go.
Yo, Juice, you gotta blame yourself for this, boy.
Yo, man,
Yo,
so I get them ready
listen.
for you.
After this day, they're gonna say, "Yo, that was one of the best interviews we kind of had. This nigga was engaging. He wasn't bullshitting. We wasn't laughing with each other. They had a couple of laughs. What's the question, nigga?
That's a,
No,
I heard something online. You know, something about somebody saying that Cat snitched on Pappy Mason.
Well,
You know,
I can say
shout
this.
to King Erna.
No,
Yeah,
listen.
man,
I-
King Erna.
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
well, I can say this personally. I spoke to Pap when I came home. I don't know his right frame of mind or not his right frame of mind because people said he's lost his mind. And he told me himself, no.
Okay.
I said, you sure? I used to have it recorded before because, you know, when I came home, I did the American Gangster. My man Curtis Schooner wrote a script. You know what I'm saying? I done put a little series together, which I'm going to make sure I hold up, which I didn't bring with me. But, I mean, I didn't bring over here, but it's over there. Juice, could you help me?
So I'm gonna grab it.
Yes, please.
Wow.
If that's okay.
I think Juice doing something, man.
Yeah, why not, right?
Why not?
So,
Go and fill my cup.
No, thank you, Juice.
as far as that, you know, yeah, I heard it, but we had a conversation on the phone personally.
And he said he didn't snitch.
He said, no, he didn't.
Do you
snitch.
see why someone would say that? Do you understand why someone would mention that kind of rumor?
Well, I mean, listen, they say, you know, hey, he told, right? Now, again, I don't know. I never see no paperwork. And people might say, yo, but you know he did. You didn't have to see the paperwork. Niggas in jail 35 years, getting ready to do 44 years. People tell to get out of jail. Okay, so what's the reason that they told? To save the girls, you think? I mean, you know, we could go back and forth with this, with the could be this, could be that. It's the black bag, bro. Oh, thank you, sir.
He got it?
And he brought the drink. Oh, he had to fill the cup up. So, yeah, again, like I was saying, the man Curtis Schoon, he wrote a script. That's why I did American Gangster, because we was trying to push the script. I have in development with the camera at. So this is a 8-episode series. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
Called The Round Table. And I basically based it on the 80s in Queens. So it has probably everyone in there. So I'm not trying to focus on one person. I'm just trying to bring the whole story together because everybody's fighting for a story. Preem wants to do his story. Ben wants to do his story, which includes Preem. This one wants to do their story. That one wants to do that story. You know what? Let me encompass everyone and make this like The Wire.
Now, how they gonna feel about you being the person to put all the stories together though? Because they trying to do their own individual stories. Like, are they all cool with you?
Okay, well, again, as you know, I speak to everyone, and
Right.
I'm their dude, so no, there's no opposition to it. Other thing too that you got to realize, right? When we look at these mob movies, back from that era, you got your Machine Gun Kelly, your Al Capone, your Lucky Luciano, we could do the same thing. blacks as people just have a problem with letting the next man get ahead because they think they're going to miss something, but it's enough money for everybody. And it's enough stories for everybody.
There's 2 questions I want to ask. I just saw it in here. Yeah, thank you for this.
First of all, listen. All right? Remember, I'm a filmmaker, which means in Hollywood layman's terms.
So I can't ask none of these questions.
You can. Based on a true story. That's what the thing would say. Based. But go ahead, ask the question.
Can I ask questions because things just came back to my memory that I heard.
Okay. It depends what you're going to ask me.
About Fat Cat's wife and the kidnap.
Okay.
I want to know about that. Were you around for that?
I was in Queen's house when that was going on.
What was the story? What happened?
The story, she got abducted. They wanted money. He first said, no, I'm not paying that. And he ended up giving them something, but it wasn't what they asked for. But they got something. I think they got $75,000. Because the family called the police or something. They was trying to get like 10 joints, which would have been like 300, 400,000. They got 75,000.
And they let her go.
Yeah.
Do we know who kidnapped her?
Oh, well, the newspaper says that it was someone named King Allah.
King Allah. I keep saying Brother Allah. King Allah. There you go.
Because you always fucking shit up. Man.
No, King Allah, brother passed away.
He did?
And that's where Spady...
He passed away?
Yeah. And Spady...
Really?
Spady was there at the end of... Spady was there...
Who's Spady?
Spady's the guy that...
Slapped...
Fat Cat,
allegedly slapped
so
Fat
King
Cat.
Allah, brother passed away.
Okay. Oh, King Allah didn't pass away, though.
No, no, his brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was King? I don't know. You from Brooklyn?
Listen, I mean, evidently, they did their homework. They clocked her. They waited for her, and they caught her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So evidently, he was about his business.
Yeah.
He, and especially back then with the reputation of what could happen to you, they didn't give a fuck. It's like, yo, we're going to get this money. Fuck that. You know, they probably, you know, like I said, they were on their job. They was following her. They was taking notes. You know what I'm saying? And they caught her.
Second question. Brian Glaze Gibbs.
Okay.
You know, we had he blocked me on Instagram, I think.
Really? Why did he do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Brian Glaze Gibbs.
He wanted it. Yeah.
He wanted to do an interview.
Was
he going to come up here?
He asked
or
me.
Was he going to do it by the phone?
He wanted to do it by the phone initially. I told him we don't do that. Then he asked me, should I to go to Philly?
Why wouldn't he come here? I don't understand.
That was I said, yo, if you can't do the interview, you can't do it. He blocked me the other day when I was going to talk about the DMs because I got the DMs. He blocked me the other day, and I was like, you know, why don't you just come here, man? Like, you keep saying back and forth, you're going to do Vlad, because he told me he was going to do Vlad.
Okay.
I said, you're going to do Vlad, but come here, man. You know, like, if you can't do it, it's okay. We will pass on the interview. He said I was being cute and stuff, and I reached out to him, and I'm like, yo, man, look, man, we good. We passed on the interview. But I also apologized to him for coming at him crazy, because...
How did you come at him?
I was just telling him that, yo, we're going to pass on the interview. I guess I said, yo, it's all right. You know, I'm not going to go out my way to Philly to do an interview. We do an interview here. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. You know what I mean? And he wanted to do it. And also, you know, if you're doing Vlad or something else, I don't want to do an interview back to back to back like that.
Okay.
I don't want to do an interview.
He told you he was doing
else.
Vlad?
Yes. He told me he was doing Vlad.
No. I mean,
he did Vlad.
He's very good on that YouTube circuit. He got his voice for narration, crazy. I would fuck with him, but he made statements on me, so I won't.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that...
Could you say to the organization down, how?
No. You're reading that, right? Oh. Okay. That is based on a true story.
Respect.
So now, as far as when I said that they was getting ready to get their deals, what they told me, so when they was getting ready to get the deals, the story that was told to me was... The lawyer came and said, Brian Gibbs has gone in. So you have no more deals. By the time they said Brian Glaze was finished, or Brian Gibbs, and like I said, I'm not there. This is what's told to me. Even the girls had cases. It's like, yo, nigga, they was gonna give us 12 years. This nigga wasn't facing shit. He went in. His story was, hey, they wanted to split the case. I mean, he probably got the story from my story, right? Their story is, the nigga wants some money. Give me X amount of money and I'll rock it out. And it's like, nigga, where's the money you've been hustling with? Like, I'm not supposed to pay you, and we got the case together. We got the case together. So as far as his, I mean, I've heard that he gets busy, or used to. Hopefully he's not doing that anymore. I never was around him. He came to visit me while I was locked up. But you know, you playing the game. So you coming to visit the people, make everyone happy, and you're getting in, you know. Luke talked to the niece, let me talk to the niece. He talked to the niece, told on her too. I think she ended up getting 3 years. So basically, according to them, they was getting the deal, and when he turned himself in, or not turned himself in, when he went into witness protection, they changed all that. So my thing with him is like, it's cool to tell your story, but it's like, and again, he got that voice, so he'll tell stories where he wasn't around, like he was there. You understand what I'm saying?
How you know he wasn't around? We don't want to.
How do I know he wasn't around?
Facts.
Because the facts is that you came in when everyone was in jail, so you couldn't have been around for everything, because we didn't even know who you were. You came in while we was locked up. Whatever you was doing, you was doing. Whatever you was hustling, you was hustling. I don't know what you was hustling. I don't know what you was making. I don't know what you was doing.
But how he came to visit you then? If you know.
No. I said I don't know what he was doing as far as like how much money he's making, where he's hustling at. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know where his spots is at, and I don't know particularly exactly what he's doing because I'm in jail. So it's not like he's coming to jail and telling me what's going on. He's just like, hey, you all right? You need something, blah, 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 blah. He's just making his rounds. Keeping his that was politics. It's not like, yo, that's my man, I'm gonna go see him. Though that's Fatty's man, let me go see him and make sure I was all right. So cool. he's not no dummy, smart individual.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? He knows how to do his thing. Matter of fact, a thing that threw me off is right before I was going home in '91, the feds called me down, asked me questions. You know, I didn't answer the questions. They was like, okay, when we come get you, it's no deal. But one agent said, yo, I had you to be smarter. You know, I had you to be like Ryan Gibbs. I thought you was going to be smart like him. I mean, they never came to get me, so, you know what I'm saying? There's no telling what would have happened before. Like, we wasn't there, so Glaze is going to say his version. They're going to say their version. You understand what I'm saying? Them is my homies. I'm going to go with them. You were the first one to go in witness protection. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened, you created a chain of events.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's not taking anything because it's a bunch of motherfucking killers that go into witness protection. It's a bunch of punks that don't say nothing. Like, look at and Irvin, his brother. Yeah, I was facing 6 months. Y'all could have told. I ain't said shit. You probably didn't know shit because I'm sure he wasn't telling y'all nothing. Y'all wasn't in like that. But it's like y'all didn't take no plea. And these is dudes that's not street dudes. But they stood up. Where the street dude is going to go, fuck that. I ain't doing that. I'm telling. So it's like, street shit? What street shit? There ain't no street shit.
What do you got going on now? Real quick, I saw the American Gangster.
What you mean? Oh, when I did that? That was like 87 and 80. I did the first one, and then after that I got hired as a consultant. That made me want to get into the movies and stuff like that, so I started getting into film. Did a YouTube joint, 2 YouTube movies, got like 500,000 views on them. And right now I got a couple of projects that hopefully will be out in 2020. Not hopefully, they will be out in 2020.
So what do you... Yeah, I'm
good. No,
I'm looking. What do you got going on today?
Today, I'm finishing up my feature film Divided We Fall. I got a 10-episode series called Sister's Keeper that's got the last 2 episodes getting edited. I got an award-winning short called Circles that they're calling us down. Me and Sweet Tea co-wrote that. And we're going down
You
there.
and who?
Sweet Tea.
Didn't you hear she told on Bimmy?
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't understand. Well, listen, I used to deal with her back in the days. Went to jail. Bim dealt with her. I don't understand, like, how could she tell on you, Bim? Like, how does she know what the fuck you was doing? Like, what was you doing? So I heard Bimby say that he told on her. Did you see some papers? Why you smirking for?
Yo, Bimmy ain't a liar, bro. That's how I leave it. Bimmy ain't a liar.
Okay,
Say
so
about Bimmy. I don't give a fuck about none of that business shit you got going on with her.
what business?
Bimmy ain't no liar, bro.
I didn't say Bimby was a liar. I said, did you see some paperwork? That's what I asked you.
No, I did not.
Thank you. So
I don't know what that means. How did that equate?
So when someone calls someone a rat, you usually say, can you produce the paperwork?
When someone gets locked up in somebody's home and the person...
I don't know the details, so tell me the details.
Well, nah, you can
No. Tell me the details. When someone... Don't let me stop you. Go ahead, you arrogant nigga. Tell me. Excuse me for the N-word.
No, it's okay. Apparently, the story was she called Bimmy over there and said that, somebody wants something.
Oh, okay. Well, you had it involved in your business. That's not the Sweet Tea I know. So,
oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
Maybe
again, let me show you something,
okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If I hear you're a rat, right? So I'm not hustling no more. Do I don't fuck with you because of rat?
Well, I don't know if she's a
No,
rat.
I'm asking you.
just
Listen,
saying,
no. Nigga, if Bimby's not a liar, then she's a fucking rat, nigga.
I'm just saying, of course.
Listen, call a spade, nigga.
Paperwork.
No.
And
Don't flip the script on me, dude.
Bimmy ain't a liar. I'm just saying,
Okay, if Bimby's not a liar, that means she's a rat.
That means, in my opinion, I believe Bimmy for the story he told me.
Okay,
But
then
you
that
asked me,
means...
did I see paperwork? I said no.
Fuck the paperwork shit now. Do you think she's a rat? Yes.
I'm not answering your question.
Oh, shit. What type of shit is this?
You got to answer the question for me.
How can I answer the question about how you feel?
Do you think she's a rat?
If you telling me that this nigga told her business and it went down like that, then I can see where that came from. But the Sweet Tea that I knew and dealt with, I didn't put her in that shit. So if you put her in that shit, you understand what I'm saying? It's like you involved her. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you can't just involve everybody in your shit.
Respect.
You understand what I'm saying? Because everyone ain't built for that. So something had to happen if she did that to make her do that.
Yeah.
So why the fuck is you fucking with someone that you know is not tested and proven? Like, they come and they snatch her up, she's gonna work. That you did that. What the fuck you got her? That's a rapper. I met her, she worked at Burger King and started rapping. She's not a chick in the streets. Why you had her giving you clients? Wasn't supposed to do that.
All right, let's move
That
on.
doesn't
I don't like nobody
disrupt.
I don't like nobody talking about Bimby in front of me.
Listen, Bimby is my man, dude. I'm not talking about Bimby in front of you. I'm just saying I don't understand the move he did.
Come on, come on, Luke. I'm just trolling you, man.
You trolling me?
I love
That's
you,
what they
man.
call that?
Yeah, I just trolling you. I don't mean nothing by it. I'm just.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how this shit gets edited, man.
Nah,
Yo, you know where the office is at, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Nothing. Yeah, we ain't worried about that. Nothing.
Yo.
Shout out to Juice. I like him, but we ain't worried. Yeah, man, he cool. He's my man.
Punk motherfucker Juice ain't doing shit. That's what he's
Nah,
saying,
no,
yo.
Nah. Juice gonna hold you down. Juice gonna hold you down. I can see it, but
Big man.
facts.
But
No,
facts,
what
but
I'm
Juice
saying-
ain't fucking with me.
What
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
saying about Uncle Bim is that, it's just, I don't think that you say anything. You like a fake name. Fame Fash. That's the name. Yeah,
Damn,
you look.
the nigga calling me Fame Fast. Dame, I got movies. Come on, come holler at me.
No,
man.
but
They told me they saying like I look like your dad or something. This motherfucker right here keeps saying his little slick shit. Holler at him.
I don't think. I think you acquainted with him. That's your man. So I don't think you bit me. So I don't think you're saying anything crazy. How was he saying that?
Bim called me maybe a month ago. Said let's get up. Wants to bring everything together.
He looked out for me. Shout out to Uncle Benny, man. But yeah.
Want to talk about Vibes Lounge also before we we can't forget that, man.
Okay, well,
you guys bring that spot back to life.
Yeah, that spot was kind of like had a reputation.
Yes.
No one wanted to go there.
Facts.
When it first opened, got a shout out to Chuck and Keisha. Chuck had the Keisha's his wife. He had the sports lounge. I had a restaurant on Merrick. I had a partner from hell. And I had another joint in Atlanta, both of them. And he was like, hey, come over here, partner up with me.
What restaurant you had on Merrick?
Play the Soul. Across from the church.
I remember that.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, I had my partner, he wanted to try to teach the maintenance guy how to fry the food and cook the food so he could go fuck with chicks. So we went from $100 a day when I got in there to $1,000 a day, and slowly that dwindled down and faded out. But he could cook. I mean, he would, he could cook. He got me at the beginning. Yo, Sylvia's my aunt. I got to join in Uptown, Famous Fish. I got to join in. Matter of fact, he even caught. Was those your last guests, or they got their own podcast?
Who? Oh,
the husband and wife.
Oh, so be
Sonny. The wife and the husband is Holiday. They do some home stuff or whatever. So yeah, I met them through him, and he was like, "Hey, invest in my shit in Staten Island." I think they invested. Yeah, we all made bad moves with that character.
Yeah, I couldn't understand it. Food was good on Sundays and it's bad on Tuesdays.
That must have been the time that the maintenance guy fried it.
So Vibes Lounge.
Took
it over.
So no. Vibes Lounge has always been the same people. We just turned into a restaurant. So first it started with the takeout, and the food just kept the people coming. You know what I'm saying? We agreed, like, the young people is not going to be a factor in there. Like, people will come and say, hey, we got bartenders, going to do bottles, it's going to be crowded. Nah, we good like this because we worked so hard to make the people come. All it takes is one mistake. Them 5 years is out the window. Oh, I told you don't go over there.
Before that, it was Van Wyck Sports Bar.
Yeah, before that, it was Van Wyck Sports Bar.
Yeah, I played there a couple times, and reputation definitely after a certain amount.
Well, you got to understand, right? The location, the highway,
right there,
perfect spot to move on someone and hit the highway.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
They're not gonna catch you, especially. But see, now it's different because you got your cameras. How my man Scarface says, you got your B252s. You got this. You got people with cameras. People with phones. You got cameras in the lights. So it's like, ain't no crime no more, yo.
Yeah.
And if you do some crime now, you are out of your mind, yo.
Yeah.
Like, they tracking you on your phone. They know what you're doing. They're going to change the motherfucking paper money into, that's why you got your Cash Apps, your PayPal, your everything else. They want to monitor you. You got to have an easy pass. They ain't even taking money. Now they know where you going, where you at. Even by the lights, they know where you at. Because there's cameras in the lights. We don't know that there's cameras in the lights, but trust me, they got cameras in them lights. They can follow you if they beam up on you.
Like I said, I must say you guys definitely did a good job with the Vibes Lounge. For a while, when it first opened back up with the new name, I didn't want to go for a long time until
Not only you, a lot of people.
You know what I'm saying? But until I was confirmed that I knew it was a good vibe over there.
But once you got that food, I had people that say, I ain't going over there. My man got shot. Maybe 3 months later, I see them in the home.
Right.
Then you had people that wouldn't come over there in the dark. Like, it's dark, I ain't going over there. But all that is gone because it's like, if anything is going to disrupt that flow, it'd rather be, fuck that, we don't need the money.
Food make people happy, plus,
all the time.
But everyone's trying to, try to get in because of the liquor situation. Because really, it's the food that keeps the joint alive.
Of course.
There's no crowd in there buying bottles and doing stuff like that because we don't want that crowd there.
Growing and sexy.
Closest thing we had was game night. People started.
remember that.
People started breaking because I broke up the dice game. Niggas is gambling, $50 and $100. I break the dice game up. The dude is outside, and he's complaining because he lost his money. Like, we can't play dice there. You know, we get into a little thing. He says something about he's gonna leave. Again, you know, I'm from where I come from, so in the moment that shit will come and I have to check it. My thing was like, if he walks away, we jumping on him, because that means you're going to go get a gun. He never walked away though. He never walked away, but I'm just telling you, that's my mindset. When you're telling me, yo, I'm gonna be back. Yo, the minute he walked, and I think his uncle was there. I said, yo, the minute he walks away around the corner, we have to get him. You know that, right?
Yeah,
nah, he ain't going nowhere. But he didn't go anywhere.
I get
You know
him.
what I'm saying? But you know, it's a difference between now and back then.
That's been good. Shout out my man DJ Preem too. He's in there holding it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. He's in there like 8 days a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, he's the house joint.
Yeah,
He's
in
in
there.
there.
Work.
He's been there for years.
I heard Vibes is good, man. Shout out to Kirk.
So when you coming over there?
Yeah.
I will be there soon.
When's you coming over there? I said.
Soon.
No. When you coming over there?
Soon.
I got you the first time.
Hold on.
First meal I got you. Because after that I know you're hooked. What's that?
Yeah.
Time to get the fuck off?
No.
Oh, that's because I told you to come over there? All right, well, fuck it. Don't come over there.
I'm coming back with the shrimp.
What's the
so-
Cash App?
That's there we go.
No. Definitely, no. I definitely, Kirk, my man Kirk been telling me about it. Shout out to Kirk. He been telling me about Vibes Lounge. And I'm going to pull up. If you know, are you there a lot?
No, but if you call me, I'll get there.
Real talk?
Yeah.
I would love to
Real
come
talk,
support.
we're not
I would love to come support. Can you tell us about the food, the menu, what's on the menu and stuff like that?
the menu.
I heard
Look at you spilling
I heard
this
it's real
The menu. Okay, well,
Kirk
listen.
told me it's good, for real.
We got the incredible juices. Vibes juices. It's like crack. Trust me. People come in, give me 10, give me 5. So you got the juices that are crack. We have flavored wings, all flavors, which means we have flavored shrimps, flavored lobster tails, flavored crab legs. So it's a soul food based, but seafood. Like when I was younger, we gotta go to City Island, right? City Island compared to Vibes, because it's plain. You can get your garlic, you can get your pineapple joint, your mango joints, your jerk joints, jerk crab legs. You're not getting that at City Island. You ain't getting lobster tails like that. You're just getting a regular joint.
I was coming in for the shrimp. I ain't gonna lie. The shrimp used to be hitting.
Watch the
Yeah,
pasta.
cornbread?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We have red velvet cornbread also.
What?
Red velvet cornbread.
That sounds crazy.
When you wanna go? What's up?
Yeah, I want to go here and fight, but you know he'd be fronting, they be fronting.
Nah, hey,
Who,
man.
who be fronting? You don't even know me, nigga.
Yeah, but
If you heard, listen, if you did your research, you wouldn't even tell me that. Because you was like, that's a dude of his word.
listen what I
Right,
just said.
he
Listen to
be
what I
in it.
said.
What did you say?
You know niggas be fronting, right? I didn't say you. So
Okay,
you
so
guilty.
no, not guilty.
Shoes on.
What I'm trying to
I said
tell you,
was
what I'm
fronting.
trying
I
to
said-
tell you is that you put
He
me
said-
in a
I
place.
did not put you in the place. Listen what I said. He said, when are we going?
Niggas.
When are we going?
Okay.
I said, you know niggas be fronting. Not talking about you. He knows what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about? Who was fronting on you, G? G, who fronted on you?
Nobody
for some
fronted on him, but he knows what I'm talking about.
What are you talking?
Ask him if I go anywhere. He knows. He'll catch on.
Yo, does he
Yo,
go
do Flip
anywhere?
go anywhere? Do I go anywhere?
so you
G?
mean you be friend?
Do I go anywhere?
No, you don't go nowhere.
Exactly.
Flip, you always on the Coliseum block, man.
Are you
talking-
crazy? Why would you make that? Why
You
would you,
walk past me like 30 times.
why would you
don't
say
even
that? Why would you make that liar, bro? I ain't gonna allow you to do that. I haven't been on the Coliseum block in about a year and a half.
Be
Bro.
creeping up there late night, man.
Stop lying, man.
Late
Get outta
night?
here, man.
Yo, you know 89th used to be a hostro
Oh yeah.
back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s.
But I
I'm
mean,
talking about like not a bullshit crack hostro, a hostro like 42nd Street type of hostro,
How'd you know?
because that's a crack area
Nah, I'm just.
and a drug area.
But
yeah, I'm gonna pull up. When I say
That's the
niggas
way to
front-
slide out of that
When I say
one.
niggas be front, I'm regarding myself. I really don't go anywhere.
And why is that?
I just don't like going places. Man.
Where you live at?
I don't like going places. You said, well, what?
Where you live at?
Oh, nah, I can't. But that's why I said niggas be fronting because you know niggas be. Cause G would look at me like he said, "When we going?" I'm surprised he even asked it because usually like, "Yo, you ain't going nowhere."
Because I see your face light up when he said the red velvet.
Oh, so you have faith in me this time?
Your face was like, oh,
because
your face was like, oh shit.
That sounded crazy. I never heard that before.
He's relying on your greed and your taste buds. Once you had red velvet, okay, he might come out for that.
No, I'm gonna go. Now Kirk been trying to get me to go there for Mallow. You'll go flip me.
You got the vibes too on Merrick. That's the same. Is that the same?
Well, that's the main owner and another partner.
Okay.
I want to try to get one in Brooklyn.
Wow.
A small joint. The big
dope.
joints is like too much of a headache, too much people got to work, too much things can possibly happen like food waste, people eating. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a smaller joint, it's easier to control.
I gotta ask my homegirl Shauna, you know, if Vibes is good. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna ask her. She's in the building.
Listen.
She's in the hallway.
Hey, where you at? Come here. Bring out
She's
here.
in the hallway?
You got yeah, she out.
Shauna, come here.
You gotta come down, man. We got you, man. We're gonna make sure you're safe.
Shauna,
Shauna, come
get
here.
over here, man.
We need you.
Anytime being in vibes, I've seen him in there though. Real talk.
Come here.
Come here.
Hey,
Come here, Shauna.
hey.
Come here. Here, sit here.
Oh, what's up?
Sit here.
Yeah, Shauna.
Damn, Shauna. Damn, Shauna.
Shauna, have you? What you like that? She gotta pay for this, man.
Yo. Shauna, don't be on your phone. We trying to interview you right quick. Chill
I don't
out.
want anything now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so listen.
for
You
the show.
been advised before? Hold up. Hey, listen, you guys. Hey, y'all disturbing my interview, man.
Oh, get out of here. I'll be going to meet after this.
You been advised before?
Vibes Restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
The food is really good.
Okay, scale of 1 to 10.
Damn, Shauna.
I would say like a 9.
For real?
Yeah. I get the fried shrimp and candy yams, mac and cheese.
You ain't just saying that though, right?
No, I'm not just saying that.
Okay, could you bring him there?
You can look at my DoorDash. I order from there all the time.
You know who the guy is right here?
Neighborhood.
No.
Could you bring him over there?
You scared of it?
Are you crazy? No. I knew Shauna. If anybody else, I had to ask. I said, I gotta ask Shauna.
I can't get my shoes on.
I said, I had to ask Shauna. I know Shauna would tell me like vibes is good or vibes is nasty. I heard the vibes on Baisley in America is good too.
No, I'm saying that's why I asked him if it's the same.
Good.
It's
the same. It's the same people.
Thing. It's just the
it's the
vibes
same
on,
people,
on
same
Van Wyck,
workers.
It's more of a restaurant lounge.
Yeah.
The vibes on Baisley America.
Yeah. There's no liquor. There's no liquor on Baisley.
Right.
Oh, so let me ask you a question.
That's a takeout.
The restaurant lounge on
Van
Wyck. Tell us, like, is music and stuff? Because he say stay away
that's
from
why I
the
said
crowd.
It's music.
DJ Preem's in there every night.
So the young crowd don't go there though. You said no.
Area
He wouldn't be DJing there unless he's doing an event. Like, okay, for your mother, we did something over there. Yeah, we did something for his mother. Older crowd.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do anything for, Kaya comes over there, but we're not doing a party for Kaya.
Hey, watch your mouth. But yeah, I got you.
Kaya's my girl. I ain't gotta say watch your mouth.
Kaya's actually in the film.
She's on I got her in multiple films.
Shout out to Kaya baby.
Shout out to Kaya.
Kaya baby,
Pray
one of the
Before You
best
Eat.
actors around. Pray Before You Eat, Sisters
in there.
Keeper. She's in Better Than My Last.
Are you okay?
You okay?
No, I was looking
So,
at
quick question: where you from?
Queens.
What part?
Oh, yo.
So, what was you doing in the '80s?
I wasn't even born in the 80s.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
So this is our guy Luke right here. He's
Hi, my name is Luke. How you doing?
he's one of the owners of Vibe Lounge.
Okay.
Partners.
So,
Don't say
partners,
owner.
sorry.
Partner is like owner is like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Owner. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you know-
And I don't want to take away from my man because he put the work and he had that joint for 25 years.
That's respect. That's
You
respect.
know what I'm saying?
Salute to him, man.
That's respect.
You know what I'm saying? He had that joint for 25 years, and he's the reason that there's a 2. And when I speak to him about my shit in Brooklyn, he's gonna help me do my shit in Brooklyn.
That's
You
respect.
just don't know it yet.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there.
You
I just
go
know
there?
I know vibes because of you. And
I
you know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
You know, just the whole change and you being the
Catalyst.
yeah.
I'm gonna
always
try the
help.
red velvet cornbread.
Look,
though.
see, that's what it got you. It got you.
I
for
try to
that.
think like how red velvet because cornbread got this. Chill.
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you know how to cook, kid?
I know it's not about me.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, did you know how to cook?
That means the question
know how to
is not
cook?
being rejected.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he know how to cook?
Oh, I don't know. I know his wife does though.
Yeah,
I
facts.
don't know.
Really?
Why you bringing my personal business?
Yo,
That's
yo.
why he ain't
Yeah,
been
you
over
know. So
there. He ain't been over there. That's the reason why.
From the islands, man. You know,
What island?
Trinidad.
Trinidad?
I'm Haitian and Jamaican. My mom is Haitian. My dad's
Ça
Jamaican.
passe. Ou bien?
Not
Vous
really.
parlez créole?
I don't speak
Kijonye.
Creole.
Oh, ou pas car... Huh?
Kijonye.
I don't
Ou
speak
pas,
Creole.
ou pas parler créole?
No.
Okay, my Creole ain't that good either.
You got Sean. I ain't trying to get
About
out
two
there.
words, man.
all right.
Thank you, Shauna.
Sean, you
We
hanging
appreciate
today, girl.
you.
What's up, girl?
Shut up.
Sean, what's
Hanging
up?
every day.
Oh, Ducky.
Shorty Duckling.
He
Man, that's crazy.
called it in as him.
Nah.
What happened? What I did?
Hey, I'm gonna do it, but not right now. You gotta give me a second. That's inside joke, man. We had a
Okay.
little meeting before the show, and you know, 'cause he
He called it in here, bro.
no used to.
So what you said, she can't come in?
I wanted Sean to be at no. We had a meeting earlier. He wanted some people to come up here, and I just told him that they can't come up here or flip the script. We can't show people's faces or flip the script. But I know, unless
It's about some money.
exactly.
So why this nigga ain't pay you?
No, he could. He with you. But what happened was I know Sean goes out to eat. So I'm like, G.
I already know.
That was fire, G. Yeah, you got me red-handed, man. Finally,
That was good.
Have him close out, man. That's great.
So
I'm tight.
is there
I'm
ain't
beyond
is
tight, bro. You got me good, G.
wow. I'm cool with it, I guess, right?
Oh!
Oh, that's first.
I need some of that bed butter, man.
Oh, what's up? We gonna take care of you, man. I'm gonna get to the sponsors in a second.
Okay.
My
so,
man Luke, is there anything else you want to cover before we close out, man? Anything you want to say?
So I want to shout out with Juice
Yeah, shout out to Juice for bringing
coming
the
up
juice
here,
too.
and
Appreciate it.
also trusting me to direct his music videos for his artists.
Okay,
I want
dope.
to shout out.
Juice, man.
Shout out
Homie.
to T-Core and Cody,
Okay.
because
Shout
I do
outs
their
to,
videos
Flawless.
also.
I know Tico.
You know,
T-Core.
Flawless too, right?
Which
Oh,
floor?
you met Cody because
Flawless.
Cody said he spoke to you.
where?
From that.
Cody
All right, hold on.
from
Let
where?
me put my shit in here. Let me
Yeah,
plug
yeah,
my
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
bro.
go ahead, plug your shit.
Yeah. In case it runs out of time, then you can go at the end, and if they want to save you, they can save you. But if you cut off, you cut off. yo,
Cool, man.
Niggas some bullshit, man.
You got me damn tight, man. You got me Cody twice. Double whammy.
so
You gotta be-
listen.
Oh, tight, dude.
Follow me on LucrStephen, Luc Stephen on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook is Luke LUC. Last name is Stephen. Follow me, filmmaker. Got some dope shit coming out 2020. You know what I'm saying? Rock with me. Also, we putting that together. Oh, they see that.
It's a
You know what I'm
beautiful-
saying?
Yeah, it's
That's
well
gonna-
put
that's gonna be
together.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's well put
Oh
together.
no, that's like
gonna
I
be
need
something.
that money. Here,
Yeah.
take that package. Bring me that money, and I'm gonna give you a story to tell.
You got people names in here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's real.
My man Luc Stephens.
No S at the end.
Stephens.
Put some respect on my name. Hold up, matter of fact, hold up. Yo, fuck that. Yo, all y'all better put some respect.
Yeah, which was fun, man. Yeah, which was funny.
You just want to make me nervous? I'm looking like you
No,
crazy,
nigga,
dog.
I'm doing my baby imitation. Yo, why is it that you so think everything gotta be about making you nervous? Like, you gotta,
Complex?
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You used to get beat up when you was little or something?
Oh, I wish.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
I just feel like
You think I'm trying to pick on you?
no.
Oh, okay. Talk to me. What's the problem?
Last person that picked on me, I was about 2 years old when I
Yeah.
had it in my hair. My mom picked it out. You know what I'm saying?
That was different. Then you switched it up.
Yeah, well, you know what it is though. And you're right. Flip the script is a little. We try to get a little more serious. Before it was a bunch of craziness like that, and I
Yeah, I used to see you throwing sneakers around and fuck that.
Shirt off.
Yeah, and I try to change up a lot. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. I think that I do want to apologize once again to the people because I don't think the people understand when I was calling you Luck. Yeah, I want you to think that was in.
I don't, but talk to the people. Let
Yeah,
them
that
know.
was
Let them know
intentional.
that you wasn't being
No,
disrespectful.
I wasn't
to
at
them.
all. I wasn't being disrespectful to Luke. We already got it down. We already got the name, the pronunciation. But I heard yesterday when I called, somebody said he was lucky, and then that's why I remembered that. That guy's lucky guy, man. So That's what it was. That's what I based it off.
I appreciate you out there
But,
that
you
said
know,
I was a lucky guy. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I never, disrespect anybody's name. Luc Stephen.
Oh shit! I got the salute from Queens Flip. Yo,
Give your Instagram or something, Juice. We'll get him out of here.
Yo, you already know, man. It's Juice_King. We gonna have a lot going on for 2020, man. Big shout outs to G Money and Flip the Script. My man Flip, you already know this is
Thank you,
Queens
Flip.
love.
Thank you,
I'm here with
G-Money.
Luc Stephen. It's all love, man.
Yo, Juice, that piece real?
Yes. Always.
No, Juice.
Hold on.
Juice.
Listen, everything real, man.
Juice, chill. Why you took it off,
fuck
Juice?
that shit.
Everything real, man. I
Dude,
don't
why
play
you
with
took it off,
no
Juice?
shit.
Hold me down, man.
I don't play with no
Down,
fake
man.
jewelry. Everything real.
Yeah, Flip,
Hey,
wear
look,
it.
catch that. Yeah, throw that on.
Throw that on. Oh,
Throw that
what's
on.
up? Hold that, big homie.
Ooh, I feel it.
I don't play
You
with
got
no,
this, Juice.
I don't play with no fake jewelry.
Well, you got this, huh?
Yo, listen, man. I lived a long life.
Yo, what does that say?
Long, hard life.
On the joint,
That's a
Super-
Super Extendo.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that? That shit clothing line? Somebody.
Nah. Somebody. I got it from a store on Rockaway. G. I forgot, man.
Okay.
On Rockaway Boulevard.
GBs, right? That's that
Not
GBs.
GBs. On Rockaway Boulevard. With Nav and that. Where we did
In the Five Towns area of Rockaway.
When we threw everything
I'm
around.
talking about, yeah, sneaker store. It's on the right hand side before you hit Costco and all that in Five Towns. There's a sneaker store right there on the right hand side. Go check them out.
Let's wrap it up, man, because we got this up there.
No, you ain't talking about nothing. That's already said. What's said is done. It was done and said. You know what I'm saying?
I still stick by it,
It's
bro.
all right. You got to do a shot to this,
Can,
right?
can I give a shout out to my man We All In for my own?
Oh, you're fat, bro.
Yo,
We All In, man.
Chris.
Bum ass Chris.
Bum ass Chris.
Bum ass
Why you didn't
Chris.
send me no
What's up?
T-shirt
Where
to
my
wear today?
clothes at,
Why
man?
ain't-
What's up?
Hold on. Why ain't there's no food today, man? What's the value? You supposed to bring some mac and cheese or
Because
something up here, man.
because I went to.
Oh, you was at a celebrity event and all that before. Yeah.
But
Shout him out again.
who? Chris?
Big shout outs to Bum Ass Chris. That's my boy.
Shout
He
out
good
to
money,
Bum
man.
Ass Chris.
I'm mad I ain't got no clothes on right
Shout
now,
out
but
to
I'm
Luc
still looking for
Stephen.
my clothes. too.
Bum ass Chris, we all in. You know what time it is,
You know what I'm
Queens.
saying?
Big Queens.
And what's the name of that bid, Oil?
Yeah, this is
Maestros.
Maestros.
My
Man.
show.
Shout out
That's
to-
their
We gonna-
sponsor.
We're going to check that
Yo.
out, man. I'm
I'ma
definitely
get y'all-
checking that
yeah,
out.
man.
Hey, yo, Flip.
Yes.
Kind of check you be getting from them, kid?
I cannot divulge.
Excuse me?
I can't divulge my business to people that I'm not aware of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we was gonna. Well, this is our first time meeting. Hopefully, we'll get cool after this.
He had a good time on this show.
Yeah, he's official. Nah. I think, yo, it's a dope episode, man.
Yeah,
it's a dope
it's-
episode. Very insightful. He ain't hold no punches, and that was dope, man.
I appreciate
hopefully,
that.
We don't get no information. People like, man, that guy was lying. Get this guy on. He's on the drive, man.
Shout out to the bro Luke one time, man.
I appreciate
But
it.
you
know
shout
what
out
I'm
everybody. Shout out. You shout out Chris. Anybody else you got a shout out?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to
Damn, I ain't
Monster
get my
the
shout out.
Savage, you know.
Damn, I feel bad.
You got artists and stuff.
Monster the Savage, you know what I'm saying? Flawless Leon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a Jamaica Avenue thing, honestly. I want to make sure that my brothers is up there. We've been working hard, and we also got a new look coming for 2020. Uncle's been producing all the videos. He's making sure they come out super duper dope.
Nice.
Fire. Check it out. King Juice Entertainment.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? He's knocking them out the box right now. I ain't even gonna
Say
lie to
something.
you. You will see. We getting doing some numbers.
You see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna go to Bob's, and hopefully they treat me good. I want to get wings. I want to get the cold, cause I'm a picky eater. I don't eat the macaroni and cheese. I don't eat the seafood. I don't eat anything.
So what you want to do? There?
I'm gonna get the wings.
You want to do a picky eater? That's what you're saying?
Oh no, G, come on, man. You gonna kill me in there, man. I don't eat no seafood.
Macaroni salad?
Why don't listen to me? Flip. When you let me know you're coming, I'm gonna tell Keisha we gonna give you a sampler and let you rock out. We're gonna treat you like someone that had 1 million followers. Cause you know what? I like you. You're a good guy.
I have close to 1 billion views.
I ain't caring talking about your views.
I'm just saying, like, let's slow down.
You have a 1 billion views altogether.
Cumulatively, yes.
Cumulative.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of things.
So
right?
put some respect on my name when you talk to me. I deserve more than a sample.
Listen,
If I'm going to Vibes Lounge, first of all,
You deserve more than.
Talk your shit.
Hey, hold up. Let's wait. Yo,
Talk your shit. Talk your
say
shit.
your shit, cause I'm gonna come up behind you.
It's time.
Say your shit, cause I'm gonna come up behind you. Go ahead, say something.
Nah, this is the first time I even shot. I mean, it's cool, man. I'm going to vibes, man. That's it, man.
Yeah, go to
You know what I mean? Press
vibes.
that button, man. You know, when they told me when I do skits at places, put some respect on my name. First of all, my name's Queen Flip. Where the bomb at?
Flip.
Yeah.
Put some respect on my name.
Flip.
Huh?
Flip. We respect you.
Bob Lounge.
Quick question.
Give me my wings, different flavors.
We got you. We got you.
Red velvet cornbread.
What
And
about
the regular
waffles?
cornbred.
And the regular cornbread?
Facts.
Two-
Hold the
both?
butter.
Hold the.
Huh?
I'll take the.
Yeah,
Listen.
tell me what you gonna say. Go ahead.
Damn, it's kind of rough.
I gotta be rough with you, man. Pause.
Listen. Whoa! Oh, shit!
That sounded crazy.
Yo, crazy. I'm gonna have a screening in the spring. I definitely want y'all two to come for Divided We
Appreciate
Fall,
that, bro.
which Kaya is one of the stars in.
Shout out to Kaya.
Shout out to Kaya. Man,
Kaya,
shout out to listen. It's another joint getting done. Better than my last. I got a shout out to Sean Baker. I got a shout out Don Quan and Jay. I don't want to say his full whatever, but you know, we thank y'all for the opportunity to make that better than my last happen. Shout out to Janaski, Hassan. I mean, all you guys that's in that joint right there, which is a star-studded joint.
What about y'all don't do like matches there, like boxing matches there and stuff yet? Y'all don't do that yet?
Boxing matches bring in young people, which
Gotcha.
cause problems, which means no.
Hopefully one day we get to figure something out. Oh my God. Sign us up.
Sign us up.
Oh man, you know what it is? Shout out to once again, man. Shout out to We All In. Shout out to Maestro's beard wash. You know what I'm saying? Maestro's
You
classic.
got a whole basket there.
Whole basket. I can't even bring all this stuff out on the table. It's too much. But you know, I'm gonna give y'all a little display right here, and I'm gonna share with the family once we get off camera. But shout out to Maestro's, man. Ghost, what's up? I'm ready for the recovery room. Let's set it up. You know what I'm saying? Take the trip. I'm ready. You ready, man? Let's get back out there.
Ghost recovery room? What's that?
Well, it's you know, we can't really
business,
we can't really disclose. It's you know, it's Maestro's thing.
Hey, yo, Flip. I'm getting a bad vibe from you right now, man. We done hung out for an hour and a half. We like supposed to be like
Bad
bros.
vibe?
We supposed to be like a
No.
bros, bro.
That's for Bob Lounge. I love Bob Lounge.
Good vibes. But yeah, man, like I said, shout out to Maestro's. Don't forget, follow the pages, man, at Queens Flip with a Z, at DJ G Money 156, at Flip the Script Pod. Look out for more podcasts, man. Keep supporting us. You know, shout out to everybody that's in the streets that's watching. I actually ran into a dude going to get some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Held the door for him. He's like, yo, good looking out, fam. I said, all right, cool. Kept walking. He's like, yo, G Money. I'm like, yeah. He was like, yo, I'm watching your show right now. He had it on the phone. So shout out to him. Shout out to all the supporters, all the fans. You know what I'm saying? That's tuned in. We appreciate y'all.
Flip, take us out.
Take us out, man.
Yeah, it's Queens Flip. You are on TV.tv. I'm from Queens. Listen, man. Dope classic episode. I loved it.
1:30.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna play that number tomorrow. Today.
Talk about pops.
Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Uncle Monkey. Shout out to Uncle Rat. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Juice in the building. But remember, lock your doors. Shout out to Shauna, too.
Shout out to Shauna.
Shout out to Shauna.
Shorty Duckling.
Shorty Duckland. Remember, lock your doors, close your windows, close your blinds, open your blinds. If you see a nigga like Luke on your lawn, don't be afraid to use a firearm. I'm from Queens.